All right. Thank you guys very much for sticking with us for another recording today. So this is gonna be a rehash of a few different characters of one that we've seen before, but this time we're actually gonna record it. So today this is called the Verdigris Titan, and you'll have to apologize. Beard sprung this on me at the last minute and asked me to do this again. So I wasn't really expecting it, but we're gonna fly with it and see. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna see what happens. So today's story, Scrap is a relatively low-ranking member of the Petals of the Rose, and he's been tasked with taking a couple of new recruits on a mission to see if they are worthy to be a part of the Petals of the Rose, an illustrious rogues guild known throughout Relucia. So he received a letter from Victor Blackhand, who is the leader of the Petals of the Rose, asking him to take on this mission, but reminding him that he is still, because Scrap owes quite a bit of money to Victor, and Victor is hoping that Scrap can prove himself worthy on this mission. Victor also sent a letter to Dynestris, otherwise known as Dirge, asking him to assist Scrap on this mission. And this first part is going to be a little bit theater of the mind, because Scrap and Dirge are going to meet up inside the guild, and they are also going to get Safina, who is another member of the thieves of the Petals of the Rogues Guild. And because the location that they are going to is called the House of the Lions, it's a building that Victor Blackhand recently purchased, and he's basically turned the basement into we'll call it a test of a rogue's skills. And at the end of it is something called the Verdigris Titan. It is an emerald the size of a human skull that is worth several thousand gold pieces. And their task today is to take these new recruits through this basement that is loaded with traps to try and see if they are worthy of joining this guild. So I will leave it up to Scrap and Dirge as they meet inside the Petals of the Rose before they head over to the tavern to see the new recruits.
Dirge, old friend, are you ready for what we have planned today?
Oh, of course. I kind of expected this. I was hoping for another challenge. It's about time they started putting more on us.
I feel like they've already put enough on us, but if we gotta do it, we gotta do it.
No, not me. I'm ready to move up.
You always were the ambitious one. Alright, well, I guess we need to get that slime that is going to be helping us and make our way over.
Yeah, let's go find out exactly how useless these two are.
Alright, so they drag Safina, and you all head over to the tavern, and I will go ahead and reveal that. And as you guys, as you walk in the door, Safina, you're close behind Scrap. He doesn't really give you a very long leash. You're not actually on a leash, but it's more of a metaphysical leash. He doesn't really give you much breathing room. But you can see Gramble and Corvo sitting at a table there. And I will let you... let's see here. And for the purposes of, before we move any further, for the purposes of today, can I ask you guys to make it a little bit easier? If you can change your Discord names to your character name, and then in parentheses your, like, so for example, it would be, for Trap, it would be Gramble parentheses Trap. So that it's more easier for people to tell who's talking. If I can ask that of people.
So you mean like I got my username and then my character name? Is that what you're saying?
Or yeah, that way's better actually. So reverse what I said and do what Muse has done.
Okay.
So
You know who I am. Once I'm recording, I can't change anything in Discord because of streamer mode.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So. All right. So, as we enter the tavern, Dirge and Scrap and Serafina, you see the two new recruits sitting at the table, and I guess you will go and approach them, introduce yourselves, let them know what's going to be happening.
There we go.
Sort of. Scrap will tell Safina to stay at the door and very quietly make eye contact with Dine. And we're going to do our first test. So, let's see if we can sneak up on these two. See if they're perceptive at all.
Dine will nod.
Alright, so Scrap and Dine, I need you guys to give me a stealth check. And Corvo and Gramble, I need you two to give me a perception check.
Gotta be kidding.
Alright, so
John
Scrap and
Cena!
Dine are able to get all the way over here and basically right up next to these two, and they have no idea that they are there. So Gramble and Corvo are just sitting at the table having an ale when suddenly they feel a dagger at the base of their neck.
You are the best that they had to offer? If we wanted you
Please
dead,
tell
you'd
me you're
already be
kidding.
dead.
Okay. Remind me real quick, DM. Is this like a public tavern, or like where are we exactly? Is this like hidden away
this
somewhere?
is a public tavern. It's a public tavern. It's not very popular right now. So I guess I need to put a. Let's see here. It has a bartender, and that's about it.
So, as he speaks, I put up my hands, but my tail wraps around his wrist.
Oh,
All right,
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
So, contested strength roll, or what do you want to do here?
Yeah, both of you give me a strength check.
Nice.
Oh, good gosh. Why can't I roll today?
Trap. Oh my god.
Actually, it was the one behind Gramble is Dirge, so Dirge would have to do the strength.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a shame.
Nat one! Nat one!
I was
Nat
gonna
one!
say his name is like Dine Verdin, so that doesn't match
Yeah,
up. So I was
Dine,
confused.
No, sorry, Dine.
That's a shame. I wasted a natural 20 on that one.
That's there we go.
So as Gramble reaches his tail back, he manages to start to get it around the wrist, but Dine easily just moves his hand out. Nice try.
So
He keeps that blade.
So who in this call is Scrap at the moment? Just so I can. I'm not seeing that name here. Is that you, Trent?
It's Beard. The Dungeon
Okay.
Master. I just can't change it while I'm recording.
No, I get it. I figured it was process of elimination here. I just wanted to make sure. So, because you were the one that said you're the best that they had, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So, Corvo, sitting there at the table, unflinching to the dagger that is now near his neck, will turn over to you, and he'll simply say, "We wouldn't be very good assassins if we were incapable of blending in. Stellar job, by the way. And he'll pay you absolutely no mind. You said we'd be dead already, but clearly you didn't have that, so... I've seen better games at the carnival ground."
The only reason you two are still alive is because we have an assignment. And loyalty matters.
Gonna whistle back towards the door.
Of course.
Safina,
Yes.
let's brief these guys on what they have ahead of them. And hopefully they can lose a little bit of that confidence and cockiness before we have to grade them.
He walks over, making eye contact with Gramble, but doesn't say anything.
So, Scrap and Dine basically brief the two of them, tell them about the Verdigris Titan, and say that it's not going to be easy. They're going to have to go through several traps and figure some things out on their own. That Scrap and Dine will be there to watch, but that this show will basically be on them. They'll step in if needed, but they want to see how Corvo and Gramble handle themselves.
Understood.
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
understood. Got it. And I didn't make it clear earlier. Corvo is definitely like trying to keep his cool because he genuinely did not sense them approach, but he also knows that admitting that would not be a good look. So he kind of had to commit to the bit.
Right, yeah.
But he is very much extra alert now, not in like a fearful oh my god kind of way, just in a like crap. Like I thought I was on top of this.
I blew it.
And the thing is, he was
so
actively alert too. So
It wouldn't have helped with those rolls.
Yeah, those rolls were bad. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move over to the House of the Lions. And the only thing that you all know is basically you're standing out front. The doors are currently locked. You do not know anything other than that. Or actually, the doors are currently closed. You do not know anything other than the fact that the doors are currently closed.
So, which one of you hopefuls is going to show off their skills with some tools?
I got this. And I walk up and
is this just in the middle of the day in the middle of town? Like, is this a proper training ground, or like is this
is
suspicious as hell as we like step up and try to pick the door?
This is in the middle of the day, but this house is owned by Victor Blackhand.
So it's
he is
essentially a
aware
training
of what you
ground.
guys- Basically, yes.
Okay, good.
So I need you to roll with. First of all, before you do anything, I need you to roll for investigation to see if you can even tell if the door's locked, if it's trapped.
19.
All right. So from that, you can tell that the doors are unlocked. There's no traps on them. You can just open them and walk right in. And as you open the doors, you are greeted with this nice little entryway and another set of doors.
Well, that
So
wasn't as fun as I was hoping it would be.
I'll just wander in and I will check the next set of doors.
I'm look over to Corvo as he steps forward. Come on, we don't have all day.
Gotta say, I've always enjoyed watching them struggle with an unlocked door.
This might.
All right, 23. You can tell that this one is locked.
So then I will.
Need you
But there's no
roll
traps
with your-
visible.
There's no traps.
Okay.
There's no visible traps. Just,
Is
you
it
can't
sleight of
tell
hand
it's
that I
locked,
use
so-
for my lockpicks?
Yeah. All right, with a 21, you are definitely able to get that open, and oh, that's the wrong one. And that allows you to open into this little entryway, and as you walk in there, this door, so it looks like there's a door there, but there's actually not. So you can actually see into this room. And when you get into this area, Scrap will then turn to Safina.
Time to do your job. Where are we going?
Wait, say that again?
Time to do your job. Where are we going? Make yourself useful. Come on.
Oh, she walks over and goes into the kitchen.
All right, Corvo. Time for you to stop being a wallflower. Let's see what you can do.
What exactly is there? Is there any locked doors around? Like, where? What do they mean when she says it's time for her to show us the way? Like, we're going down to the basement. That was my understanding, yeah?
Correct, but she's the only one who knows where the basement is.
Okay,
That's
so
why
yeah,
she
at
was
the moment
along.
I am following her lead not directly behind her, maybe like a good person or two, essentially, just watching where she steps, and I'm waiting until there's like something that would. I'm actively keeping my eye out for traps and locked doors and
So go ahead and give me an investigation check.
any kind of defenses, essentially.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check then. Oh yeah, you don't see anything. You don't see any traps. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
As you guys go down the stairs, I need everyone to give me a perception check, please.
$21.
Okay. Then go ahead and as you guys head down the stairs, let's see here, we're going to go ahead and change maps here. So, need to add.
Oh, now I remember. Yep.
And you guys are. So I believe Safina was leading the way.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys come down the stairs, the basement storage room is spacious, dimly lit area with a cool, musty feel that hints at years of accumulated items and memories. The walls are lined with sturdy wooden shelves, each sagging lightly under the weight of various boxes, jars, and old trinkets. Some shelves hold neatly labeled containers, while others are cluttered with a haphazard assortment of forgotten objects, from dusty books to antique tools. In the center of the room are 2 rows of heavy weathered chests. The chests are made of dark wood, their surfaces marred by scratches and dents, and each one is secured by the robust metal latch. Some chests are locked, their keys long lost, and each one is secured with a robust, or hidden, while others are slightly ajar, revealing glimpses of the treasures within, faded photographs, old clothing, mysterious heirlooms. The room is dimly illuminated by a single bare bulb hanging from the ceiling, casting long shadows that dance across the walls and floor. The air is thick with dust, and the faint scent of aged wood and old paper fills the space. Adding to the room's mysterious atmosphere, the story is quiet, secluded retreat where every item has a story and every corner holds a secret waiting to be uncovered. So you guys come into this room with 2 rows of chests down the middle, and how do you proceed?
Here we are,
Well,
sir.
I would
Did we
move.
leave one? Weren't there 5 of us? I'm only seeing 4 tokens.
That's all that you see come downstairs.
I would move to the edge of the stairs and just kind of look around the room and try to find if there's any noticeable traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Just you.
As he does that, Corvo's gonna put a hand on both Safina and Gramble's shoulders and be like, hold on, we're 1 short. Dirge, were you the last one? Or, I'm sorry, what name did he give us? Because you have Dirge and then you'd have Dynanistris. So, like, what name are we going with? Oh, okay,
You guys
Dirge.
just call him Dirge.
Okay, Dirge, yeah. Were you the last one down? There were 5 of us, just a moment ago.
Oh, crap. Sorry about that. I do have to retcon something. I did forget that. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me go ahead. Ha. Wow. Oh my god.
Yes.
Well, that just shattered everything.
You want to share with the class?
Never you mind. Get to work.
Corvo will
So,
Just
definitely
leans back a
clock
little
that.
They're testing us.
Gramble,
I
you do
assume
not
there's some
see any
shenanigans.
traps at all. You do not see any. You rolled a very high investigation trap check. You do not see any traps at all. There's no traps or anything in your area.
All
In
right.
fact,
One.
you don't notice anything. You don't notice any cables or anything off in this entire basement.
In that case, I will move forward and actually investigate this chest.
Okay. You notice that it's unlocked. It's actually partially open, and it's just got a bunch of clothes in it.
Okay.
So you're investigating that. Corvo, what are you doing?
Corvo is definitely still just pondering for a moment why one of us suddenly branched off, but will focus on the task at hand. At the moment, he's going to just watch whatever the results are of Gramble's for a moment, but he will bring out his own thieves' tools for the other completely locked chests.
Okay, so which chest are you going to first?
Sorry, I keep almost forgetting to push the talk thing. So he is going to follow Gramble's steps just in case he missed a trap or not. And then as he kind of works his way around, he's going to give himself another peek to things like up.
Alrighty. Okay, so who pinged there?
That was me. I keep forgetting to push the talk. Gramble hasn't gone that far, so Corvo would definitely do his own perception check just to make sure there's nothing on the tiles or anything like that. And then, of course, he'd be trying to open the chest that's above Gramble at the moment, but he would obviously check for traps too.
Yep,
as
go ahead and
well.
roll me another investigation check.
Okay. That's a 23.
This chest is also open, just contains a bunch of old photographs.
Anything on the photographs in particular?
Nope, they're just most of them are faded away, so you can hardly see anything.
Okay.
Bramble, your turn. What are you doing next?
So I will just continue on to the next chest. Is it locked or open?
As you get close to this chest, you suddenly feel a pain as something reaches out and attempts to grab your leg. And that is going to be a 20. Does a 20 hit?
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, 20 hits.
So that's
I
going
don't
to
get
be...
a dex save for a surprise attack?
No.
Okay.
That's for area effects.
So that's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And you can feel this thing kind of... It's like it's stuck to your leg now. So I will need you to give me an... let's see, a dexterity saving throw. And one more, because to escape this grapple, you take it at disadvantage. All right, you are able to manage to get yourself free from the tongue of this mimic that is now appeared, and with that, everyone give me a everybody roll for initiative.
Me included.
Yeah, everyone roll for initiative.
Yeah, that's right. Waste that roll, too.
Dirge gets a 12. Corvo gets an 18. Scrap gets a 12. Safina gets a 5. And Gramble gets a 14. All right, so Corvo, you are up first.
Definitely going to take a shot just with my short bow.
Okay.
Just going to bring it up, knock an arrow like it's absolute instinct. Ooh.
That will
That's a
not hit,
10.
unfortunately.
Yep.
Scrap and Dine, what is your dexterity modifiers?
My dex is +3.
Mine's +4.
Scrap? Alright. Next up is Gramble. Gramble.
Sorry, 1 second.
This maybe
Actually, can I go back and retcon a little bit?
What's that?
I have a reaction.
Okay. What's your reaction?
One reaction, which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. It's Hellish Rebuke. You point your finger at it, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half that much on a successful one.
I will reverse that. No. Yes, okay. Dexterity saving throw? That's going to fail. So it takes 2d10. Go ahead and roll your 2d10. So that's...
Oh, wait a second. Do I have... I'm noticing I don't have spell slots.
Go
You
to
didn't
the
add your
spell.
spells?
Go to actual spells, not actions.
I'm on spells. I don't have spell slots, but I have these spells. Are these spells... Do they require
These
spell
are-
slots? Or are they
They're
because
racial.
it's...
Oh,
racial,
no, they're
does it
because
not
of
matter?
your... Yeah, it's your racial. It doesn't use a spell slot.
Okay, great. Well then, okay. So then, yeah, I do it. So what was I doing?
2d10. So you roll damage for it.
Strangely, it says 3d10. Is that because I'm a higher level?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, there we go.
Gotta love that teeth.
So 16.
Alrighty.
So that was...
your reaction from last round. So now go ahead and take your current round.
So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to stab it with my dagger.
You good? That'll definitely hit.
Mhm.
5 points of damage.
And then I'll use my 2-weapon fighting to stab it with my other dagger.
Yes. Do it. Do it now. Unfortunately, wait.
I'm confused.
Oh, you rolled a 26 again. You rolled a
Yeah.
26 twice. That's why you're confused.
Well,
so that's
no, that happened,
more
but
damage.
what I'm more confused about... Oh, that's saying sneak attack damage, which is not a thing.
No,
Why
because
is it
he's
rolling
only-
sneak damage?
All right, so action, bonus action. You're done. Next up is Scrap.
Scrap is going to continue doing what he has
Yeah.
been doing in the shadows here.
Well,
Okay.
actually, before that, I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage, and I'm just going to back off a bit.
Okay. So cunning action is not a bonus action. Weird.
It is.
That's
You already
exactly
used
what
the
the
bonus
cunning
action.
action is.
Oh, I
so
used
you
my
already
bonus
used
action.
your
Never
bonus
mind.
action
I'm not
for
doing
weapon
that
fighting.
then.
Yeah.
You're right.
I was
Weapon
confused,
fighting
yeah.
is also a bonus action. Never mind. I take it back. I didn't move.
Yes.
So Scrap is staying where he has died. You're up.
All right, stealthing out.
There we go. That's better.
Okay. So
Got all the way in the
you-
barrel this time instead of getting
vanish
stuck at the
from
gut
view.
level.
Right. And moving out of the way.
All right, with his turn out of the way. By the way, the gray means they cannot see you.
Right.
All right. So next up, Corvo, across the way, you see this other chest come alive, and it's going to climb over this one and come after you, and it's going to do a pseudopod attack. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
God.
For 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Okay.
it's also going to attempt to grapple you with its tongue. So I need you to give me a dexterity check.
A check or a saving throw?
Let's do a saving throw. Oh yeah. You're not quite able to get out, so you are now grappled by the tongue of this mimic.
Okay.
And we're going to signify that with let's do a pink circle. You are grappled.
Gross, it's its tongue.
That's correct. Safina, you are up.
Did we skip my turn?
You
Are we?
you
I
had
was
the
at the
first
top
turn.
of the initiative. Yeah, I thought
you did your attack. You stabbed it. You did something.
I used the bow and then I
crossbow.
missed. I thought Safina went after me and then we're back to her again, so I was confused.
No.
I
Sorry.
might be wrong though.
No, I rolled a
Safina
5.
hasn't had a turn yet.
So-
Yeah, she rolled a 5. She rolled low.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna run over to Gramble. And I'm gonna try to hit the mimic with my short sword.
Okay.
I'm 25.
That'll definitely hit.
And 13 damage.
13 or 4?
13.
Because it says you rolled 1d6 of 1 plus 3 will make 4 damage.
Why did it say 13? Oh, never mind. Because of the 1 and the 3. Never mind.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Alright. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
Yeah, I have 2 weapon fighting, so I'm gonna try to stab it with my dagger.
Do it. Is this the...
No, 12.
That will just hit.
Oh,
that
really?
Just barely hit. It says 5 points of damage. It is bloodied. It actually became bloodied before you hit it with the dagger. Was that your fancy dagger with the extra damage on it?
No, that wasn't my dagger venom.
Okay, so that was your action and your bonus action because 2 weapon fighting. So next up is going to be Mimic 1, and it is going to do another pseudopod attack because it wants to grapple you. And that's going to fail.
Safina is going to whisper at I almost said Thomas, but Granville and say, "Help me."
Do we know where Dirge and Scrap are? Or are they hidden from
No,
us?
they are
too?
hidden. They
They're
are hidden.
Okay.
invisible.
Yes,
Okay.
they stealthed out. So you do not have any idea where you are. And plus, you're more focused on the thing that's trying to eat you right now.
Oh, I know.
So it tried to do a pseudopod attack again, and it missed. So now we are at the top of the round with Corvo. You are currently grappled. Would you like to do a contested strength check to try to escape the grapple?
Remind me on the grapple condition. Just means my attacks are at disadvantage, right? Or am I? Because I'm not restrained.
Let me see here. I believe that's what it is. Let me check something here. Grappled. Your speed becomes 0. All it says is your speed becomes 0. You don't have disadvantage on anything.
Say you shouldn't have disadvantage on something that's touching.
Yeah, no, you don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, it's not trying to get away.
Yeah, you just can't run away
If
from
you
it.
Okay, then yeah, with the hand that it's not grappling, this rapier is gonna come out, and I'm gonna just try to stab this thing.
It's actually its tongue is wrapped around your leg, so you're both your hands are free. If that helps.
Perfect. I'm gonna bring out the rapier then. What is with these low rolls?
That definitely hits, though. That still hits, though.
Oh, perfect. No sneak attack, though. It's going to be a D8 plus 4. I don't know why. Yeah, it's rolling sneak attack damage automatically for me as well. So piercing damage normally is just 11.
Okay.
Yeah, strangely, it rolls the sneak attack damage in that, but then in the chat or game log, it only shows the non-sneak attack.
Yeah, so we just got to keep that in mind. Our sneak damage is 3d6. So yeah, just 11 for normal piercing damage. And since I got a free hand,
Two weapon fighting?
yeah, I'm just want to make sure that I actually have that. Hold on. Do rogues have that innately, or?
I think all rogues get it. I'm pretty sure.
If you want to verify, if you go to actions and then just go to bonus action, it should be the top thing listed.
Oh yeah, no, there it is. Thank you. So yeah, then the other hand's gonna come out with a dagger, and I'm gonna stab it again. There we go. That'll definitely hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only going to be 5 piercing damage.
Okay. So you stab it a couple times real good. And next up is Gramble. This thing keeps trying to... This thing wants to hold on to you, man. Keeps trying to tongue you.
So I'm going to, again, attack it with a dagger.
That will definitely hit for 7 points of damage. Ooh, this thing's not looking good. You're gonna 2-up and attack again?
I'll do that.
Definitely hits.
Jeez,
Alrighty.
Gamble's got some oomph behind his hits.
Yeah. Alright, next up is Scrap and Dine. Are you guys staying where you are?
My 2 uncommons were dagger plus 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. +1 for a 19 and a 21.
Alright, so Scrap and Dirge, are you guys still hiding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is Mimic 2, so he's got Corvo still grappled, so he's going to take a bite. As 12 plus 5, 17 to hit.
No, actually, I'm wearing invisible plate mail. So, no, that'll definitely hit.
Alright, so, let's see here. That's going to be 7 piercing damage and 6 acid damage.
Oh boy.
A total of 13 points of damage. And you are still grappled. Next up is, that was Mimic number 2. Next up is Safina.
Alright. I will attack with my short sword again.
Definitely hits.
19. Come on. Did not want to roll for some reason.
Alright, so 6 points of damage. This, oh man, you could blow on this thing and fall over. Are you doing 2-up and fighting again?
Yeah. Attack with just my regular dagger. 21.
Definitely hits. And it doesn't matter what kind of damage you do because it had 1 hit point left. How do you want to do this?
Apparently my cat wants to attack.
The mouse.
Just right. Just go straight through the mouth.
So you see her, she comes up with her short sword, takes a big slash right across it, it's pouring out blood. So then he just takes the dagger and stabs its tongue onto the chest, and then just dies right there in front of her. So that thing is dead. And next up is that was Safina. Mimic 1 is dead. Next up is Corvo. You are still the grappled.
This mimic that's grappling me, how does it look?
It's not quite bloodied. It definitely got some damage on it, but not quite bloodied.
Okay, so would it be my action to get out of the grapple?
Yeah, it would be an action to get out of the grapple. It'd be
What?
It'd be a contested strength roll, so you'd roll strength and I'd roll strength, and whoever's higher wins.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep stabbing it.
All right.
With a natural 20!
Excellent. So go ahead and double the dice on that. Very good.
That's gonna be 22 piercing damage. Still no
Awesome.
sneak attack.
That
And
definitely bloodied it.
And then with the dagger still. 15.
That'll hit.
6 piercing damage.
Awesome. Yeah, it is not looking good. Man, you tore the crap out of that thing with that rapier. Alright, next
That'll
up
be
is
it.
Bramble.
Oh wow, we're already back at my turn. Okay.
Correct.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna run over and be like, I guess I'll take care of this one too. And
This one too.
have it with a dagger.
Kill Stealer!
That'll definitely hit. I mean, technically, he didn't even kill the first one.
It's true, I did not. I'm aware of this.
7 points.
I don't care whose other kills you take. You're taking my kill.
What was that?
I was
Are you gonna
joking.
do 2-weapon fighting again?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2-weapon fighting again. Oh, come on.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
I'm
So he
aware.
runs over, takes the one dagger, stabs it in, goes to make the other one, and he just whiffs over the top of the mimic, just about hits Corvo in the face. Which, by the way, Corvo is no longer grappled because oh wait, no, he is. The creature's not dead. Never mind. He decided not to get out of the string. Next up is Scrap and Dirge.
Yeah, I think they got this.
Agreed.
All right. Next up is Mimic 2. He is going to take another bite out of his little grapple boy. And that's going to be, that's an 18 plus 5, so that's 23. So that is 8 points of piercing and 5 points of acid. So another 13 total.
Corvo's not looking too hot. He's still up, but he's looking pretty rough. As this thing has been biting at his shins the whole time.
Yep. Safina, you are up. You gonna take this one out too? Safina the Mimic Ender.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that one out. This time I'm gonna use my dagger of venom.
Do it.
Never mind. Nat one.
That'll miss.
It was a natural one. I don't know what you want to do.
I'm not gonna punish you guys for natural ones.
Okay, thank you.
It was just a miss.
I'll try again.
I mean, I could say that you missed and hit Gramble, and but I'm not gonna do that. 21 will definitely hit.
That's a little better.
Keep in mind you wouldn't be able to use the venom one again unless you have 2 of them.
Why not?
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
Because you used the first one, so
Because that would be
so
one
this one
weapon
would
fighting
venom.
twice.
Well, then ignore that damage and let you roll that.
Yeah, re-roll the regular damage. You still got the same amount.
And
Once again, you could blow on this thing and it'd fall over. Next up is Corvo. You're still grappled. This thing looks horrendous. What are you gonna do about it?
Gonna stab it.
Definitely hits. Doesn't matter what kind of damage you do. It had 1 hit point. That's how you want to do this.
9 piercing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
How do you want to
stab
do
it
this?
through and raise it up on my rapier before I flick it off to the side and throw it off.
There
And
you
just
go.
kind of take a couple deep breaths, because I am in single digits, people.
All right. So, did I tell you? Did you hear that the other thing that you could add was a regular potion of healing?
No.
Okay. So, give yourself a regular potion of healing. In fact, just go ahead and roll, and I'll let you say that.
I thought it was a
right
greater.
now.
That's what was in our inventory.
Yeah.
I have a
Sorry, greater. So it'd be 44 plus 4. All right. So you guys finish off the mimic, both of them, and Safina tells you that the only thing she remembered from when she worked here is that they would come down to the basement and then they would disappear. She doesn't know anything more than that. This is as far as she knows. So if there's something else in here, she doesn't know about it. So, do you guys want to do some more investigation checks, or how do you want to do this?
Scrap is going to come out of the shadows and congratulate them on a good job.
I mean, at that point, I would definitely continue searching the chests and the shelves and
You guys
whatever.
finish. You guys search all the chests, and you do not find anything of note in any of the chests or the shelves. It's mainly clothes, photographs, dusty old books that don't have anything. Anything that was written in them has been faded long ago. It's just basically a pile of junk. The only thing that was worth anything was those 2 mimics being killed, and that was basically a test that Victor Blackhand had set up. The rest of this room is just junk. Now, as you guys move over, so as give me an investigation roll. Actually, everyone, the 2 newbies, Gramble and Corvo, give me 3 investigation rolls apiece. Those are basically your guys' investigations of the room.
Better. Wait, why did the first one not count?
I got an 11, an 18, and a 16.
So as you all get over to this area, let's see here where
That
it is.
2 doesn't. Where did that 2 come from? That's not an.
As you guys get over into this area, Corvo, with your 18, you notice a small stone out of place on this wall. It almost looks like a button.
Which wall? I was looking away in a different tab.
This wall up here.
Gotcha.
This wall up here. You notice one small stone in the wall looks kind of out just by an inch, but with that at 18, you're able to see it looks very much like a button along that wall.
Okay.
With the 18, you do not notice any traps. You don't think it's trapped. You just notice a button.
Okay. Yeah, Corvo's definitely going to go over there and give it a push.
And as
he's
you
going
push
to back
the
away
button,
very quickly, though.
I don't have the ability to, because I don't have the map for it, but I can tell you that, let me draw on the map a little bit. Let me get there it is. So this section of the wall basically slides open. And so you see, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next map.
Before we do that, I do want to prep something on my end.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to get this set up anyway. So,
I want to just reach into my bag of tricks and summon an animal.
All right, do it. Roll the dice and.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Oh, that should be interesting.
You guys are going to see as Corvo kind of like staggers from the acid burns and bite marks on his legs, and he kind of chugs his healing potion on that. He just kind of has a moment where he's like, just stay focused. And he's going to reach into one of the bags that are on kind of his hip, pull out a little brown fur ball, and as he kind of flicks it onto the ground like a child would a booger, the little brown fur ball will grow into a full brown bear.
It seems you're not completely worthless after all.
I wasn't looking at Discord. Who said that?
Scrap.
Scrap. Okay, because both you and Dirge have been shit talking me this whole time, so I need to make sure. Not that I'm keeping tally or anything. It was just like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna roll so many nat 20s, you don't even know.
Alright, let's see here.
Reg, you're muted, just so that you know.
So that thing is, it's friendly to you all, right?
Yeah, it obeys my commands and all that.
Right. So I need everyone in the party to roll me a perception check, please.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
27.
17.
15.
All right, one moment, please.
Gosh darn it! 7?
You're making up for all those attack rolls you had earlier.
I don't like it.
Jeez.
I might have been distracted.
That near-death adrenaline is doing wonders for me.
All right, let's see here. So you guys see this long hallway come before you. Sorry, about a bunch of stuff. As the hole opens, a long stone hallway appears, dimly lit by arcane lights hovering near the ceiling about 10 feet up. For the first 8 to 10 feet, there are faded, dusty paintings hung on either side of the hallway every few feet. Every so often, there's small piles of stone rubble towards the edges of the hallway. At the end, after about 20 feet, you can barely see that it turns left with a couple of boxes stacked in the corner. So, how would you guys like to proceed?
As I summon up my brown bear, I'm going to like explicitly tell it. I'm not telling it to like go ahead and like tank any traps for us. I'm just telling it to be on the lookout for it, and I'm going to say if there are any monstrosities or enemies that we have to fight, attack what I attack, just so that it has that ongoing order even as we go into the initiative and everything.
Okay.
So go ahead and move yourselves down the hallway in the. You would.
Corvo is going to be explicit that he does not want his brown bear to be
Scrap's
trap fodder.
Right. Scrap's gonna tell Safina, it's your job to lead us here. You take the lead.
Is there a way for me to select both my token and the brown bear?
No. Unfortunately.
Damn. Okay.
So, Safina, are you going to take the lead?
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast. I can never say this. Prestidigitation.
Hey, you did it.
Yay!
And I'm going to create like a little shower of sparks around everybody to light the way.
I mean, it's already kind of lit up, but yeah, absolutely. So,
It's
are
a-
you
it's
at
a
the
comfort.
front of the...
Yes, I'll be at the front. But it's a comfort
Okay.
to her because
Okay,
Scrap makes her nervous.
okay. So, go ahead and start moving yourselves forward, and stop! Everyone stop! Right where you are. Safina suddenly vanishes.
What?
So, as you guys walk down the hallway, you suddenly realize, Safina, you suddenly realize that you are no longer in the hallway, but you are underwater, and you can feel yourself being bitten by several small teeth. You cannot see, you see nothing, it is pitch black, and you take 1 point of piercing damage. Everyone else in the hallway, you see a sudden flash of light, and Safina is gone, having vanished before. I need everyone to give me either an investigation check or a, if you have detect magic, or if you can do an arcana check as well.
What was the first one? Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Oh my gosh.
Got a 16 for Arcana.
All right, Scrap. You notice that behind this painting that's on the wall right here, there's a faint light that's emanating from behind that painting. Investigation checks, you guys find nothing.
There's a
Gramble, you rolled perception. Can you give me an investigation, actually? Oh, no, you rolled perception. Or you rolled investigation, never mind.
There's a sigil behind this
so
painting.
So you take the painting off the wall?
I'll take my dagger out and flip it off the wall.
Alright, so you can see there's an arcane sigil on the wall that is kind of warping and churning. And you with that 16, you recognize that it's basically a teleportation trap. That whoever walks in front of this sigil will immediately be teleported somewhere else. And about 6 more seconds pass by.
Do we
Safina,
know...
you take another...
Out of curiosity, do we know anything
damage.
about these kind of sigils? And, like, how you would get back from the other side?
Scrap would be able to know with that 16 that this kind of sigil is a one-way. And anyone who basically walks in front of that is teleported to another location. However, it is a very range teleportation. That it's not more than about 30 to 50 feet. So somewhere 30 to 50 feet away from here, Safina has been transported.
Okay, I do have one quick question.
Yep.
This part that I'm like scrapping against, is that just something you're covering up, or is that like the hallway being like glitchy?
That's being covered up.
Okay, understood.
That's being covered up. I need another round of investigation checks.
Another 16.
Good.
All right, Scrap.
Plus
Dirge,
6.
and well, Safina, not. I guess you.
No,
still
I
can't
want
anything if you're underwater.
to.
So Scrap, you notice that there is. You can kind of see light. You can tell that there's like a doorway here, and again, you see popping out from the stone wall. You can see a very small button right around here. Do you push the button?
I'll point it out and say, if anybody wants to try and go get her, there's a button over there you can push. I'm going to scrape this sigil off. So I'm going to...
I run over to the button and push it immediately.
Alright, so as you push the button, the wall opens and you see this room. And on the other side of the room, there's a giant tank filled with water. And you can see Safina in the water, submerged, surrounded by quippers, which are basically the D&D version of Piranha. And as you guys see her, she takes another 2 points of piercing damage.
With the tank, is there a top of the tank, or could you jump into the tank?
It is completely enclosed. All sides. It's basically like a giant cube, completely enclosed. And from what you can tell, it looks to be about at least 2 inches thick glass. By the way, Scrap, you were able to scrape enough of the sigil away to deactivate it, so it is no longer an active sigil.
I hadn't done that yet. I was just kind of playing.
I was going to say he'd have to move up past us where she disappeared, right, to be at the sigil.
Sorry.
Before he does that, Bramble. Well, okay. Here's a question: if we get teleported into the water, we can fight in the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll also be underneath the water, I think he said.
Yes.
Great. I run in front of the sigil on purpose and teleport.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
So you teleport into the water, and immediately they also attack you for 2 points of piercing damage. Safina and Gramble, go ahead and take a couple attack actions.
Attack action?
Like to try to attack the quippers. While they're doing that, Scrap, you're going to disable the sigil.
So, like, just attack with, like, my dagger or something? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Just try to stab him with your dagger. Give me just a second. I forgot to bring this up. That does not hit. Try again. Because you get 2 up in fighting.
That's better.
That one will hit. And it doesn't matter because they only have 1 hit point. You kill one.
That's
All you have to do is hit it because they only have 1 hit point. So if you can get past their AC, you can kill them easily.
yeah.
It's just about getting past their AC.
I don't know if I was muted when I said that, but before I scrape it off, I'm gonna see Gramble jump through. I'm gonna look at the other 2 and say, anybody else want to go jump through to your death, or can I scrape this now?
No, scrape it now. I don't like.
Alright, then I'm gonna
Fools.
scrape it off the wall.
I have been trying to say that, like, when he saw both of them disappear, he did kind of out of reflex ready his weapons, just in case something appeared in the hallway, like in reverse. But
Yeah.
I did also pull a second furball out of the bag of tricks.
Okay. Go and throw it. And then, Gramble, give me 2 weapon attacks.
That's a goat that I summoned.
Nice.
Alright, so brown bear and its dinner. Gotcha.
23 will, both of those will hit, so Gramble takes out 2 quippers.
Did you
It's
get rid of
getting
one
to
when
the
Safina
point
got rid of
now-
one?
Yeah, I got rid of one. There's just a bunch.
okay.
It's getting to a point now where it's been probably, close
You got
to, well,
you
it's
got
not
2 rounds
quite been
there.
a minute yet, so you're not in fear. Yes, that's 12 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not running out of air quite yet. You still got a few, was it 3 minutes before you start getting in danger?
It's
Well,
Constitution
for the
modifier.
prepared, for unprepared is. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so if I'm not mistaken, it's like Constitution modifier. Breath. A number of minutes, 1 plus its Constitution modifier. Minimum of 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. So, what is your all's Constitution modifiers?
Mine is 2.
So you got 3 minutes
So you
of air.
get 3 minutes.
-1?
You get 30
So-
seconds.
1 minute.
No,
Oh, you get
minimum
30
30 seconds.
of air. All right, so Corvo, you pulled out another animal. Dirge or Scrap scraped off the sigil. What are you doing, Dirge? You still with us, Red?
Yeah, he's just really, really quiet. We can't hear anything he's saying.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Dirge will step over, lean against the door, look in. Well, well, well. And that's it.
Okay.
Corvo will also look over at you and say, I guess it does pay to be vigilant.
All right. Let's see here. We're kind of going in a makeup initiative order here. So we'll go back to the top with Safina and Gramble. Go ahead and take your shots on the quippers. That one will hit. And Safina takes out 2.
Roll, babe. He's got a new person in chat, so he's
Oh, okay.
talking and playing.
That's fine. He's only got like 17
sorry about
seconds
that.
left.
live.
What's going on? I'm attacking again?
Two.
Great. Well, that isn't the best. Is 14 hit?
That's still enough. So you take one out.
Okay. Then I come over here and I try to take another one out. I'm guessing that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
All right. So, the rest of you, Scrap, Corvo, and Dirge, what are y'all doing?
Correct me if I'm wrong. So is Scrap like at the ready to scrape it off, or did he already do
did.
that?
Yeah, I
He already
Okay.
did on the last turn.
And what happened as a result? I think I missed
So
that.
when he scraped as he scraped his blade, once he broke the line of the sigil, the whole thing kind of and just dimmed out. So it's still the lines are still painted on the wall, but it's not moving anywhere, and you can definitely tell that it's deactivated.
But they didn't get teleported back.
No.
Okay, and then are these doors or windows that we can see this tank, or what?
It's one solid glass wall.
Okay.
It's basically a solid glass cube that's filled to the very top with water.
The hallway,
Yeah.
there's a door that opened up whenever they pushed a button. If that's
Yeah.
what you're asking.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm saying like right next to Dirge. Like, is that an open archway? Is that a doorway? Is that a window?
Yeah,
What is
I'm
that?
sorry. 1 second. So, no, not that. Let's delete that.
Yeah. I just wasn't
So
sure
let's
if we had
say that-
access to the giant tank room or not, or if it was like essentially a window there, like a like an interrogation room.
Where that red mark is, that's a doorway. And that is open currently. So you guys can see into that room. And you can see that
I
they're
keep
in the
forgetting
water.
to push. I keep forgetting to push to talk.
No, it's okay.
So it's like, so here's my specification here. Is it a doorway where there is a physical door, or is it like an open archway with no
there-
door at all?
It was a sliding door. So when
Gotcha,
he
gotcha,
pushed the
gotcha.
button, the door slid up. And so it's kind of like an arch. It's just an opening right now. But the
All
door
right,
slid up.
I am going to definitely step forward and trying to be ever vigilant. I'm going to look into the floor from between the doorway and the tank to see if there's anything going on, because obviously we would want to.
Yeah, do an
Get them
investigation
out.
check. That is
15.
just enough. There are no traps between the doorway and the tank. In fact, anywhere in this room, there are no traps in this room.
Okay, good to know. This tank, is it like sealed shut, or does it look like there's a way to get
It
people
is
in and out?
at least 1.5 to 2 inches thick glass sealed. It's basically just a cube of glass filled with water.
Gotcha.
All right. So that was you investigated this whole room. There are no traps. So that is yours. Next up is Corvo.
I was investigating the room, and I definitely would have kind of seen everything and checking that there were no traps.
Mhm.
I definitely would have ordered my bear and perhaps even my goat in there to see if they could try ramming the glass. They definitely have more strength than I do.
Okay. Let me bring up their stats here just a second.
I got him. The bear has a 19 strength, and the goat has a 12. Both of those are higher than me.
And the bear actually has a charge as well.
So does the goat.
I meant the goat. The bear does
Yeah,
not
the
have a
goat.
charge.
The goat has a charge. The bear has multi-attack.
All right, so do you want to have the goat do a charge against the glass? Well, I guess both of them attack the glass.
Yes.
All right,
I
so
would have-
the goat. I need to stop doing that. The goat takes a running 20-foot run and just bears its head down and boom slaps into this. Go ahead and roll a d20 for both of those attacks.
You mean it goats its head down?
Goat's
Yeah, the
its
bear's
head
next to it.
down.
Beard beat me to it.
All right, so which one do you want to be the 4 for? Because if I can recommend, the 4 will be the bear, and the 10 will be the goat. You
Sorry,
might have
push to talk. That's 13 in total for the goat.
13 total damage.
To hit.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit. So, for the goat, so
That's
it definitely
2d4
hits.
plus 1 for its damage.
So you see this goat run, slam its head into the glass, and you see the glass crack across, and it leaves crackles. It doesn't quite break, but it cracks, and you can see water start to leak out. Unfortunately, by that 4 plus, let's see here, 4 plus.
It'd be 6 total damage because of its charge as well.
The bear or the goat?
The goat.
Okay. The bear, the roll to hit for the bear was the 4, right?
Yes.
So
on one of its
that makes
attacks.
that makes a plus 6, so that will hit. So let's actually call it the claw, because that's going to do more damage than a bite will. Well, that makes more sense for the glass anyway. So give me 2d6 plus 4 for the claws.
It's a D8, I think. Or no, that's the bite. Yeah, 2d6 plus 4. That's what I'll roll. My bad.
That's okay.
That's going to be 11 damage total for the claws.
So, as the goat runs, slams in, you see the glass cracking, the bear swipes its claws, and it takes that crack and just gashes a big opening into the glass, and water just starts pouring out, shoving the bear and the goat back, and the two quippers that are left, and Gramble and Sophia come pouring out of this glass box. Gramble breathing hard because he was very close to running out of breath. And the quippers kind of flop around a little bit before they, run out of air being on water anymore.
Even before they run out of air, I want to walk over to them and just grab both my daggers and stab each one, just because I'm pissed at them.
So you guys managed to get out of this trap, and we will. Understood, Beard. Thank you. We will. Okay. All right, let's see here.
Whatever he's saying to you.
Be afraid.
Whatever he's saying to you, I'm not seeing.
All right,
this is separate.
Do at this point want to go ahead and drink my potion of healing?
Okay, go ahead and do that, and then I need everyone to give me a perception check, please.
Well, now I did waste it. Dang it.
$25.
Perception?
Yep.
24 with a nat 20. Holy crap.
So, Gramble, as you are drinking that potion, you notice some hand pockets, and you turn around, and Scrap has his hand in his pocket, in your pocket. And he's trying to take that journal back.
How did he know I had it? I'm just curious about that.
He guessed.
Oh, okay. What do you think you're doing?
I could ask you the same question. This isn't a good look for you.
I guess here's a question.
I'm confused.
He's trying to take something.
Who's pickpocketing who here?
Does he know that I have it for sure at this point, or
he didn't? He was trying to find it, and when he basically rolled a sleight of hand check to try to check your pockets for it. And as he was doing it, he rolled a 24 and you rolled a 24. So you caught him in the act of checking your pockets.
Sure. So I guess, does he know yet whether or not I have it? Or
that's a good question. Do I know yet?
He didn't know. No,
well,
sorry.
If he doesn't know, then in character, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll see. You overstep your bounds. I'll make sure you pay for it.
All right.
Dina just bites.
And Dirge is kind of leaning against the wall, watching all this happen. Are you guys done? Can we move on?
Sorry, I guess we're all a little distracted. These arcane things are
I
new
guess
to me.
We're fine. I think Safina and the over-anxious Rookie should take the lead now.
Alrighty. Do you guys?
I'm good.
All right. So you guys continue down the hallway.
No, I
You
tell
get
him
to the
I'm
corner.
good. He can go.
Oh, you're not going to take the lead anymore.
Now just stare at him.
Safina, if I call in your debt, you'll be crushed right now.
She sighs and turns and walks. I'm not going any further.
Maybe keep a larger eye out for things.
Yeah.
I say as I organize my animals here, my growing zoo.
You.
All right. So you guys are you're doing investigation checks along the way. You don't find anything else, and then you hit the end of the corner. And let's see here. And as you turn the corner, you see before you another 10-foot stretch of hallway that seems to end before a curved section of wall. Safina and Gramble, you guys are right out front there. I'm going to have you guys do another investigation check.
I swear
Nat
to God.
20.
Hey,
20.
Nat 20.
All right.
I
Safina,
got you. Nat 20.
Safina, right in the middle of the hallway. Everything looks normal for the most part. You're able to see a small section of the floor that is raised about an inch higher than everything else. It's clearly a pressure plate. As you continue to search the stone walls and ceiling, you see several nozzles built into the ceiling. And the closest one to you, you can very clearly see a drop of acid. A drop of a dark green liquid that is right on the edge of the nozzle. Would you like to attempt to disarm the trap or just walk around it?
Try to disarm it.
Okay, I will need a sleight of hand check.
I got that. What are you talking? Unless it's a nat 1.
Can I assist with that? Oh, never mind.
How about another nat 20?
Hey.
All right. So you are successfully able to disarm the trap.
I am disarmed.
And you're able to continue moving down the hallway.
You're always disarmed in my prison.
Now, you said there's some chests here?
I think you said crates.
They're just boxes. They're just regular crates, boxes stacked up against the wall.
Like, nothing interesting in them?
Nope.
Okay.
They are decoration. So you guys continue on down the hallway, and you reach these curved doors at the end of the hallway. And can you do a investigation check for?
Finally, +6 actually does something.
All right. So right over here on the wall, just like the other ones, you see a small button that looks like one of the stones in the wall.
Are Dirge and Scrap coming with us?
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping a distance.
Let's see here.
I don't know how much I trust some of the people right now. I'm gonna send everybody ahead.
Well, yeah, somebody just tried to pick your pocket.
No, he tried to pick my pocket, thank you very much.
Oh, okay. I asked who was pickpocketing who, and I was very confused. Because nobody answered.
So do you push the button?
I see Scrap back a ways, and I tell Gramble that I need to get away from him. If I don't, he's gonna kill me.
No, I'm working on it. Let's just keep doing what they say, and I'll do what I can.
Does Corvo clock any of this?
Roll me a perception check.
No, 13.
You do not.
Damn.
So, Sarfina and Gramble also give me a perception check.
Hmm.
It was almost a 14.
I'm
Almost.
just checking out the horns on my goat. That's what I'm doing.
All right, so
16.
you guys don't notice anything else out of place. So do you guys push the button on the wall?
I suppose yes.
Okay. As you push the button, the door opens, and across this new room, you see another door opening on the opposite side of the room. What you see before you is a large oval room. There's a small circular disc that almost looks like a manhole cover in the center of the room. Across the other room, as the door opens on the other side, you can see a bookshelf, and there, sitting on the shelf, is what appears to be a large emerald about the size of a human skull, in the shape of a human skull as well. So you guys go into the room, or do you investigate in the room?
I'm gonna investigate the room and make sure there's no traps before I enter.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
I'm bringing up the tail.
Yep, there are no traps in this room.
And then I'm gonna investigate the manhole cover.
Wait, just a moment.
Okay.
Just a minute. As you it's stone walls and stone floors, but you cannot see the ceiling. About 10 feet up, it just looks like darkness. Even those with dark vision cannot see through it. It is a magical, pervasive darkness.
Oh.
And the manhole cover, you do not see anything. It would take a strength check for you to try to lift it up. It just looks like a manhole cover.
I'm gonna try to lift it up.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
13?
Yeah, you are able to lift it up. It's extremely heavy, but you get your fingers underneath it and you lift it up, and underneath it you see what looks like a shower drain. Just a metal drain with holes in it. Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
I don't like that at all.
About 6 feet down, you can see there is a pool of green liquid down in the bottom of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right,
I thought this
so-
might be a bigger thing of the acid trap.
All right, so let's see here. Do you guys you see the skull over? You see the thing that you have wanted. Does anyone go over into that room and get it?
Is it? It's all the way at the other end, right? Like where this thing is.
Where that
Okay.
where that bookcase is?
I'm going
right over
to
here.
use
Oh,
my.
me.
Hold on. What's up? Who was talking?
That was me,
Go
but go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just wondering about the possibility of tying some rope on it without actually picking it up and then exiting the room. But whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Absolutely.
Corvo's going to look over at Gramble, seeing as how nothing happened in his little. As he walked across the room, and he's like, "Do you have rope on you?"
I mean, everyone should have had an explorer's pack as part of their equipment, so everyone should have 50
I
feet
have
rope.
one 50-foot
either
rope. If
explorer's
I
pack or
tie that to
engineering
another
pack.
rope, we could do that.
All right, I'm gonna choose my best option here, and I'm gonna pull out my third
Well,
and final furball from my bag of tricks to see which animal can. That way, we can use both the rope and just have something else retrieve it for us, because that's just dumb to
Okay.
walk in there ourselves.
So roll me another d8.
A 5 is going to be a giant goat. So I have a brown bear, a goat, and a giant goat.
Is Dirge coming with us?
Oh, yeah, sorry. He's just kind of staying back and watching you all operate.
Okay. So,
And he's
yeah.
going to see you guys walk into the room and then come out of the room and be like, oh my god, we don't have all day. Let's do this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna order my normal-sized goat to, not even with the... Yeah, I'm gonna order him to head on in and try to just bring the skull over to us.
Okay, so you see the goat over, it reaches out with its antlers and tries to scoop up the skull between his antlers. He manages to get it like a forklift, and he's kind of balancing it on his head between his antlers. And the second that he touches the skull, you guys hear this whoop, whoop, and two phase spiders and two blink dogs come into existence.
I'm going to turn back to Dirge and say, and that's why we're careful.
And everyone roll for initiative.
Okay.
19.
Oh.
7. I take it my summons go on my turn?
Yeah, they just go on your turn. Let me.
Gotcha.
Here. I need to do something. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Going here, then I'm going to here, and then I'm going to do a. Dirge rolled an 18 also. Fancy. Alright, so,
He's back.
how you doing, bud?
I went to the ambulance and they hooked me up to their little machine, and just like last time, everything's fine. It's just a damn panic attack.
Well, at least you're good. You
Yeah,
ready
you're
to
being
rock and
vigilant.
roll the end of it?
I needed that peace of mind, that's all.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Dine, I need to tell you something that nobody else knows, so just give me just a moment.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna walk away for just 1 second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
You go
there we
here
go.
and here.
Don't walk away. Come back. Sorry.
I didn't hear that last part, Roach. What's up?
I'm sending you a message. Just a second.
Okay.
Also, right before you came back, Roach, our DM, was role-playing as you, and because we were being overly cautious, and I used my goat to try to retrieve the jewel, and he role-played as you, saying, "Oh my god, we don't have all day." And then when the trap was sprung and the monsters were summoned, I looked towards you and was like, "And that's why we're careful."
Nice. I like it.
You can't be a rogue without being cautious. I mean, you can, but you're not going to make it very far.
Right.
Do you see the message I sent you, Red?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just making sure. So now we're just waiting on trap. I need to write down everyone's initiative, though. Let's see here. So,
Okay, cool.
Dine had an 18. Safina rolled an 8. Corvo rolled a 7. Scrap rolled a 19.
So, did the
And-
wall for the jewel come up or something? Like, is that trapped off, or is that still open?
So, no, these two
Over
walls
here.
basically opened. Well, they both opened at the same time. So, just a second. Let's see here. So this one opened this way into the wall, and this one opened this way. It was like almost like looked like the room was spinning, but it was just the doors. They kind of, this wall disappeared up in here, and this wall disappeared down in here. Does that make sense?
Okay, so the oval is closed off now.
no,
It's just the monster.
All right, I'm back.
I'm a little confused on that.
Okay, so when Gramble pushed the button on the wall out here, this
Yeah.
wall, and this wall both
Okay.
opened at the same time.
Both open. Okay, I thought when the skull got touched,
They have not-
closed again.
No.
Gotcha.
No, the doors didn't close again. The only thing that happened when the skull got touched was phase spiders and the two blink dogs pooped into existence.
Gotcha.
And I didn't realize that I just said pooped, so I apologize.
I also wasn't sure if my goat was still alive. My normal-sized goat was still alive or not.
Yeah, it's still alive. Nothing else happened to
Okay.
it. It just activated all the invisible things.
He just has the jewel in his very... You described them as antlers, so I guess
Oh,
my
we
goat
do
has
this
some very
sometimes in a rag.
bizarrely misshapen horns.
Majestic horns.
Yes.
They look like a
So-
deer, apparently.
I meant horns. Hear what I mean, not what I say.
Right. I'm kind of imagining it as like they're just like these little like curved twigs of horns, like the Vikings would use
Yeah.
for like their trumpets. And he's just kind of. You said the jewel is shaped like a skull, right?
Yeah, like a large human skull.
Just got it hooked in
I
the eye
imagine he's
socket.
just kind of got it hooked on a singular horn, and it's just like either going up the nose or in one of the eye sockets.
We'll say it's in one of the eye sockets because that just sounds funny.
Yeah, he's got a
All
nice
right.
little
All right.
like few expensive ornament.
Trap is back.
Just a second, I'm almost ready. Is Trap back?
Yes.
Jawohl!
Let's see here. Dang it. This is my biggest flaw is...
Crap is back.
Alright,
Back again.
Back again.
Alright. 8.
Tell a friend, because my audience could use it.
6. Scrap, we're starting off with you.
Really? Okay. So Scrap is going to move up just a little bit and is going to target this phase spider here.
Okay, I need to... Just give me a second, I just realized they're not numbered, so I need to rename these guys really quickly.
Go for it.
So you're targeting phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and attack.
Okay. So for a bonus...
Are you...
For my bonus action... Actually, I couldn't move to do this,
Yep.
so I'm going to stay right where I was. For my bonus action, I'm going to use steady aim to give myself advantage,
Okay.
which will give me sneak attack.
Nice.
And I'm going to throw a dagger at it. There's one attack. And then there is the advantage. That's a 15 to hit.
15 will definitely hit.
Okay, so that is 6 plus 6, so 12 piercing
Okay.
damage. And that'll do it for my round.
So 12 piercing damage.
Yes, 12 piercing damage from one dagger.
All right, so let's see here. So that was Scrap Dine. You're up. Dirge Dine.
Yeah.
Red Baron Gaming.
Red Bird Gaming. Let's get to the rumble. Okay. Let's see, Jack. Okay, so these two things, these purple guys, the purple dogs are friends.
You're real quiet, bud. I'm up in your
Yes,
audio, and you're
the-
still real quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
the two big purple things right next to you are your friends. They are a giant goat and a giant bear that belong to
He is a normal-sized bear.
Okay, I just turned the volume up on my mic. Is that better?
That's a lot better.
Okay.
A little bit. But yes, the two things next to you are things that Corvo summoned from his bag of tricks.
Okay, those are friendly. Got it.
Yeah.
Anything that has that emblem in place is friendly.
Got it. All right. So I don't have any. Actions. There we go. Dagger, dagger, rapier, short bow, arm strike. Well, crap. I could probably try to shoot that spider right there. Yeah. Let's see. Wow. Nope. Apparently I can't hit it.
All right, let's see here. 7, yeah, that will not hit, unfortunately. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
Go ahead and I will stealth.
Okay, that will be just hide.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got no problem doing that.
You didn't see anything. All right, next up
So-
is phase 2.
I am invisible.
Is he just like phasing into my giant goat's fur or something? Because it's a hallway. I'm just curious. Or is he
let's
like
say that
invisible?
went
Is he like an
behind the
arcane
giant
trickster
goat.
or something?
Let's say he went behind the giant goat to hide, so that he's using it as.
That makes more sense.
God.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, next up is.
because of the stealth, nobody noticed me do it. You know.
All right, so next up is
Right.
Phase Spider 2, and he is going to. Let's see here. He's got a speed of 30 feet.
Oh man, I
That
hated
is-
phase 2.
Not
Worst movies.
Quite enough. So let's see here. He can only use 30 feet, so we're gonna have him move here, and then he is going to. With this bonus action, he's going to vanish. Next up is
Just
phase
lovely.
1, and phase 1 does have enough movement speed, so he is going to move right around the corner here, and he is going to attempt to bite Gramble. 11 will 11 hit.
Nope.
All right, so with his bonus action, he is also going to boop, bye. Next up is Blink 1, not to be confused with Blink 182. And let's see here.
I kind of wish there was a third Blink dog now, so it could be Blink 8.
Ah,
Can,
so
can
it
it
is
blink,
going to.
blink 182?
So the speed is. So it is going to move to here, and then it is going to bloop, teleport back here, and it is going to take a bite out of Scrap. Attempt to, anyway. That's an 8, so he's not going to take a bite out of Scrap.
You are correct. He is not.
And next up is Gramble.
Let's see. Gramble is gonna run down here.
Yep.
And he's gonna use his dagger. Good gosh.
Oh man.
That will not hit, unfortunately. Try the other one.
He's gonna use two-handed attack and fail again.
That will hit.
Okay, good.
How much damage are you doing to Blink 2?
Looks like 6.
Alrighty. And is that the end of your turn?
Unfortunately, because that's my bonus action.
Alright, Safina, you're up.
I'm going to move into here. And I am going to use my short bow. Never mind, I won't.
Are you trying to hit the Blink dog?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. You still have a bonus action. You can dash or...
You could hide and then get sneak attack.
Yeah, well, there's really no place for her to hide because she's kind of in the middle.
Is there a bit of a door frame on that door?
Not really, because the way the door opened, it recessed into the wall, so it's kind of flush.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna disengage and stay back here.
I mean, that's
Okay.
really just a move at that point. But
Next up is Corvo.
Right. I'm gonna say, all right, bring it over, boy. Come here. And I'm gonna order my goat to bring me the jewel first, with a dash
Alright, so
action.
The goat. Let's see here. Where's my?
What's the movement speed on it?
That's what I'm looking up.
He's got
Movement
40
speed on
feet.
a goat is 40 feet.
He's
which
got
means with
more than
dash,
enough
it's gonna
speed
be
to get to
80.
me.
So right here is 40. That's 40 with the dash. It's going to be, yeah, he has enough to get
But does
exactly
the dangling emerald skull hanging from an eye socket stay on the horn?
Let me check something here real quick. Let me look up something real quick.
Who asked that? I wasn't looking at Discord.
Gramble.
That was Gramble.
Gramble needs to learn when he should not ask questions.
Gramble doesn't want Corvo to be the one that gets the skull.
Corvo's just doing his job.
Give me a second. I'm trying to look up something. One moment, please.
You know, I just saved your asses from a piranha tank. I made it so that nobody walked straight into the trap and had to dodge through all the teleporting dogs and spiders. You're welcome.
Alright, so,
if it would fall out, I would just tell him to come at me with the normal 40 speed, but...
Roll me 2 dexterity saving throw, or 2 dexterity checks for your goat, which is just basically 2 straight d20 rolls.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
5 and a 16.
on the first run, he carries the thing, and as he's running past Sarfina, let's see here. Let me do something real quick. As he's running past Sarfina, you notice that she kind of does something with her hands, and the goat kind of trips a little bit. And as it trips, the skull falls, but it almost looks like it splits into 2 skulls. So now there are 2 skulls that looked almost identical laying on the ground right here. The goat manages to get himself up and drop himself up. He's kind of a little confused, but his last action from you was to come back. So he's going to come back. And,
Right.
Let's see here. So, that's what's happening right now. And nobody is quite sure which one is the real skull.
Corvo's just gonna kind of be like, crap. Alright, we'll sort it out later. But he does kind of like squints his eyes at Safina for a moment before taking out his bow. And he knows that the spiders are here and kind of on the loose, so he's going to position himself between his brown bear and his giant goat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to, I'm going to hold my action to have an arrow fly, and I'm going to tell my giant goat and my brown bear to be ready as well.
Do you want them to attack the blink dog that's behind you?
I'll have the giant goat do that, but I will have the brown bear hold his action.
Alright, so the giant goat will do just a regular attack on the
Nope. Scrap is there, and my goat will be able to help him next turn, and I'm gonna have the giant goat show up, just in case they reappear somehow on... They're spiders. I would assume that they could, like, climb the ceiling or something, so they might end up by, like, Dirge. So if the giant goat doesn't have his attack, that could be an issue. So I'm gonna have both of them hold their actions as well as myself.
Okay. Alright, so, you're holding your... Say, what specific actions are you and the animals holding?
If those phase spiders show up within our range, I'm using my bow, they're using their physical attacks. So for them, they would have to be, closer. I'm not sure. I don't think either of them have reach. No, they have both 5... Yeah, they both have 5-foot reach, so... But I've got an arrow knocked and at the ready.
Perfect. So, first off, next up is Blink 2, and he is going to immediately try to bite Gramble, who is right there in front of his face. And that is a 12 plus 3 is 17.
Does he have to reappear to do that?
Blink
That's
2...
Blink Dog.
No, this is Blink Dog, not the Phase
Blink 2.
Spider.
I thought you said phase 2. My bad. Sorry.
That's a 17 hit.
12 plus 3 is 17?
12 plus 3 is 15. Math is hard.
Unfortunately, that does also hit.
Oh, okay. Well, mess with my brain then. So that's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
All right, I'm gonna have a reaction to that.
Okay. Yeah, because it hit you. Yeah, use your hellish rebuke. That will hit. Oh wait.
He
Does
says
hellish
you
rebuke
do a dex save with the difficulty
the dex
of
save.
16, but he'll take half or all, depending.
That is a 16, so he takes half damage.
Yeah.
He is looking bloodied. Let's see here. And we will indicate that he's bloodied. So that was Blink 2. Actually, after he did that, he was going to teleport. So he is going to bloop and appear right beside Safina. Alright, next up is Scrap.
Alright, Scrap's gonna put Blink 1 down. So, can you use my short sword for my primary and my dagger for my secondary?
Okay.
It's a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 9, let's see, 9 piercing, and then
Okay.
the dagger, that's probably not going to hit, that's a 9.
No, that will not hit.
Okay.
He's not quite bloodied, but he is close.
I'm going to use,
to being
never mind,
bloodied.
too late to do that. Alright, yeah, we're good.
Alright, so next up is, that was Scrap, next up is Dine.
Alright, that blink dog is
You are still hidden.
Yep.
And you are still hidden, so you can get sneak attack on it.
Absolutely.
And we'll say that Scrap is
Flanking
right here, so now you can get flanking as well, so you get advantage and sneak attack.
Nice. Alright, well an 18
That'll
hit.
definitely hit.
Okay. I'll go ahead and you try the advantage part. 19. Okay.
Even better.
And bam. Wait, where's the
All
sneak
right.
attack? Hang on. Where's the sneak
Sneak
attack?
attacks down below actions to others. You have attack action,
others.
bonus action, reaction, others.
Okay, there it is. There we go. 18 Demirage total.
Okay, 1 second. Alright, so 18 damage, you stab it with the rapier, and you just basically stab it right through the heart and immediately drops. And this thing is dead.
Yep.
Let's see here.
And I will
Take
bonus
it.
to hide again.
Hide behind the goat. So that was Dine. So, phase 2, it was going to go somewhere, but it doesn't need to anymore. So it's going to pop out of existence, and first of all, as soon as it pops out of existence, any held actions are going to take precedent. So, Brown Bear, do you want the Brown Bear to go first, or...
Well, I guess he could move, but I didn't really verify that before. I didn't say that. I was thinking that the spiders would show up in front of them, in their reach. So it's up to you whether or not they can move to attack it or not.
I'll say that he held his act, that his move was part of his held action to attack.
Okay. Yeah, because they didn't move at all. So yeah. The brown bear here, let me check. He gets 2 attacks. They're both +6. One with its bite, one with its claws. So we're going to do the bite first.
Yep.
This D20 gets a +6. That's a 19.
Definitely hits.
That's going to be a D8 +4. It's going to be a full max damage of 12 piercing.
Ooh. That's to phase 2.
Yep. And then next is his claw attack, also +6. That's a nat 1.
8.
Oh no. So, yeah, not going to roll that one.
Alright.
But I am going to let my arrow fly as well.
Got it.
That's going to be a 20. To hit.
Definitely hits.
Because I have an ally within 5 feet, do I get sneak attack?
We'll say, yeah, sure, we'll say that you get sneak attack. Because Gramble's right there.
And my
And
animal.
the spider was focused on him. Well, yeah.
Right. Which is going to be a 21 damage total.
Well, fortunately, you only needed the 8. So, as soon as
Awesome.
this phase spider blinked into existence, it was going to bite down on Gramble when suddenly this bear comes out of nowhere, bites it, tries to slash at it, but it just misses its legs, and then you plant an arrow right in its head and it drops. So that phase spider is done.
Corvo's was gonna kind of like pump his fist a little bit and be like, right between the. He's got a lot of eyes. Between some eyes.
Alright, next up is phase 1, who again, he was going to move somewhere, but now there's a tasty morsel right in front of him. So he's going to aim to take a bite of the brown bear, but that's where the goat action should activate, correct?
Yeah, no, the giant goat.
And the giant goat, I'm assuming, gets a charge as well.
No, he'd need to move more.
Well, I mean, how far would he need to move?
That's only 15 feet. He'd need to move 5 more feet. So he's unless you'd allow him to like essentially push Dirge like 5 feet with his giant goat butt and then charge.
I don't know if we're going off the squares or the measuring tool, but the measuring tool says that's like 25 feet.
I just take it from like where he is beginning. Oh, okay. I take it by the squares. So whatever your DM.
I've been going off the measuring tool all day. So we'll say that he gets his charge attack.
Okay, so his ram is a +5 to hit, and basically there's some other stuff we'll apply it if it hits. That's going to be a 9, so no.
Yeah, unfortunately it does not hit.
And that's it from me and my health actions.
Okay, so then it will... that was not successful, so it'll try to take a bite of the brown bear. And that is a 11 plus 4 is 15.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Says 10 piercing damage, and I need a constitution saving throw from the bear.
1 sec, I'm getting a scrap of paper to keep track of all my animals' hit points. I didn't think this far ahead.
You're all good.
How much damage was it?
12 piercing damage.
Okay, and then
and it needs a constitution saving throw.
Come on, Yogi, you got this. He gets a +3 for a 21.
Yeah, so he'll definitely save. So he takes an additional 9 points of poison damage.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
Alright, so next up is... That was phase 1, because phase 2 is dead. Next up is Gramble.
Who is muted.
I'm gonna move over
are both
here.
Blink Dog's dead? I'm sorry.
As
Blink Dog 2 is bloodied.
Got it.
It's not dead yet. It's bloodied.
Sorry, Gramble. My bad.
Kind of hiding from view, and I messaged you.
Yep, got it.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is Safina.
Alright.
Blink 2 is right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing too hot.
I am going to try and stab it with my dagger of venom.
That
15?
will, I think, hit. Let me double check. Yes, that hits. And does it do additional damage for the venom? I thought it does that plus like 1d4 poison, I think is what it said.
1d6 plus 3. 2d10 of poison. It has a Constitution saving throw of 15.
Okay.
So I have to roll 2d10.
It rolled an 11, so it'll take all of this damage. But it doesn't matter how much damage you give it, because after that 8, it had 1 hit point left. So she takes this dagger and stabs it into the head, and you see that it twitches, and then you see this green kind of thing emanate from where it stabbed it and just kind of pulses through it, and then it just drops. So Blink 2 is dead, and then you're going to do what you told me earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to run and grab both of them and run over this way.
Okay, so we remove that.
And I put them in my backpack.
Okay. Next up is... So that was Safina. Corvo, you're up.
I'm just going to knock another arrow, and then I'm going to tell my animals attack what I attack and take an arrow at phase 1 here.
Which I just realized I forgot to blink back out, and that's my fault, so murder it.
Yeah, no, I've fallen victim to that too.
I completely forgot to phase that back out.
Okay, all that means is that this thing would have just been ready for a barrage. It only would have been welcome back to a barrage of held actions from everyone. So this is kinder, really. That's a 21 to hit.
Definitely hits. So that's 9 points of piercing plus sneak attack because of all your friends.
It's 19 total for the sneak attack.
19 total,
and everything else. Yeah.
And it is definitely bloodied.
All right, Brown Bear first. Plus 6 for both of his attacks.
Yep.
That's a nat 1. That's a 21.
Claws get it, yep, definitely.
Yeah, the claws get it, so that'll be 2d6 plus 4 slashing. Ooh, minimum damage. That's going to be 6 damage total.
Alright.
And then my giant goat will also he's not going to back up or anything, no opportunity attacks. He's just going to ram him normally. That's a plus 5. That's going to be a 16.
Yep, that hits.
That's going to be 1d4 plus 1. And that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage. Oh, no, okay. I'm sorry. This is the giant goat. It's 2d4 plus 3.
Yep.
So it's 4 plus 2 makes it 6 plus 3 is 7 bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this?
So I'm going to just sink that arrow into its side. The brown bear is just going to take his swipes, and then instead of like ramming into it like horizontally, the bear with its attack is going to swipe its head towards the giant goat, who is essentially going to rear up on its back 2 legs, bring its head down, and just headbutt it into the floor.
Nice. Alright, so the second that those are out of the picture, let me see here. I need everyone. You guys hear this otherworldly scream, kind of.
Oh, well, that sounds fun.
A Gauth and a spectator lowering through the darkness into the room.
Well, thankfully, he's just gonna watch while we fight this Gauth.
We're gonna keep you guys on the same initiative, since we're kind of still in the same fight. Let's see here. Alright, so, So back up to the top with Scrap. We're gonna restart the initiative order. Let me make sure of something real quick.
Okay.
All right, so you're where you are. You're around the corner here.
Mm-hmm.
So this does not affect you. So let me see here. All right, so go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. So, having heard this, I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay. Behind the goat.
Behind the wall. Right. Well, I can't ping. Right over here. If it'll.
That wall is not there. Remember these doors.
I thought they were
Not
archways.
gone.
I thought they were archways with little sections on.
No, sorry. They were doors that disappeared. This one disappeared into this wall, and this one. No, the other way. This one disappeared into this wall, and this one disappeared into this wall.
Okay.
Bad line of sight. Technically, could hide from the Gauth.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I don't know if that matters.
I'm going to tuck up against the wall to hide.
Okay. Yeah, because you're around the corner, that'll be enough to hide from it.
That's a 25.
Yeah, you are hidden.
Okay, then I'm going to pop back out and do my short bow on the spectator.
Okay.
Which I'm going to, before you call that, I'm going to use luck. So I'm going to re-roll that.
Oh, okay.
And that's worse, so never mind. So that'll do it for me.
Alright, so next up is Dine.
I'm gonna draw my short bow, and let's see.
Let me check something real quick, Dine. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I have. Okay, yeah, I've got line of sight.
Just to make sure that 13 did not hit, correct?
13 does not hit, correct.
Okay. Because I get to pick which.
So
dice.
it hits kind of wrong.
Ah!
Oh boy.
11 will not hit. Oh wait, never mind. 21 will definitely hit. Who are you aiming at? The Gauth or the Spectator?
Oh, Gauth.
Okay.
Roll damage for that.
8 points of damage.
And another 8 for the Schneck attack.
Nice.
And I will bonus
Alright.
hide again.
Are you going to move up by Scrap to hide? So you're kind of around the... out of view of those two?
Oh, I can't move myself? Oh, okay. Get the hand. There. Uh-oh.
No, not the hand.
Turn off
Now
all
make
the
sure-
tools.
Yep. Click on the hand now that you've selected it to unselect it. Nothing should be red on the left-hand side. There you go.
Okay. There we go.
A
All
little
right.
unintuitive, but yeah.
Next
Yeah.
up is the Spectator. And the Spectator is going to move this direction. And then he is going to see Safina and Gamble. And let's see here.
And a
He is going
giant
to
brown bear.
Shoot two.
Yeah.
He is a normal-sized brown bear.
There's a brown
Because
bear.
he-
Why does he see them?
Because
I suggest we leave.
let's see here. So he's going to shoot 2 rays, and they're going to be shot at Safina and Gramble. And Safina gets that one, and Gramble gets that one. So, Safina, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. And I guess both of you need to make a wisdom saving throw, but for different reasons.
13.
Okay, Safina, you are confused. You cannot take reactions until the end of your next turn. On your turn, you cannot move, and you use an action to make a melee or range attack against a randomly determined creature within range. So you're going to randomly attack someone.
Yeah. Right now I only got 4
Bramble.
targets.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. Safina, you rolled 13. That clears. I was looking at the wrong number.
Yeah.
You're not confused. Dang it. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Gramble, you are afraid.
Crap.
Gramble, you are afraid. You are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns with disadvantage if the spectator is visible, ending the effect on itself on a success. So
As a
you are
reaction,
afeared.
As a reaction, can I cast Protective Wings on Bramble?
As a reaction to
Him attacking us?
hold on a second.
What does it list that as?
It's a reaction.
Against you or someone else?
Against me or another creature within 5 feet.
Oh yeah. What is Protective Wings? Let's see here.
You can use your reaction to grant +3 bonus to the target's AC against attack rolls, potentially causing it to miss.
Okay, well this wasn't an attack roll.
I know, but it still gives him
Okay, yeah.
+3.
Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so that was the spectator's turn.
How long does that last?
It doesn't have a time.
Oh, so it probably, I assume, does it if I were attacked.
Hold on, let's see.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's a good question. It
Look
doesn't
at this.
say. It says I can use it 3 times. It's called Gift of the Metallic Dragon. Protective Wings.
Oh, that's a feat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. +3 bonus to the target's AC. That against that attack roll. So you can only use it on reaction to a specific attack roll.
There we go.
So you wouldn't be able to use it now.
There we go.
You'd have to use it when he got when he had an actual attack against him, or either ranged or melee.
So so what does being afraid do to me?
You cannot attack the spectator, and you cannot get any closer to it. You can only move away from it. You can attack other things, but you cannot attack the spectator. The spectator, because you're afraid of it.
Okay.
And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, but as long as the spectator is visible, you will get disadvantage because you're still afraid of it. And it's your turn, Gramble.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna actually turn my back to the spectator and the doorway, and continue as before, and then do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is worse than the last one, so that's fun.
Okay.
Babe, you gotta stand up and turn around.
Safina, you're up.
I'm gonna use my short bow and try to hit the spectator. Possibly a 21.
That'll definitely hit.
Six damage.
Yep. Do you want to do anything for a bonus action?
Can I try a sneak attack on him?
I mean, he can see you, so
Or
no.
dang it. Bonus. I'll just stay where I'm at.
All right, Corvo. Some things are going to happen. let me double check something. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, Corvo, I need you and the giant goat and the brown bear to all give me wisdom saving throws.
Okay. I'll do myself first on that. For myself, that's a 17.
That will succeed.
The brown bear gets a +1. That's the 12.
That will fail.
And the giant goat also gets a +1. That's a 13.
And that will also fail. So you are fine. The brown bear and the giant goat incapacitated.
By what
So
happened
they-
exactly?
The stunning gaze of the Gouth. When a creature that can see the Gouth's central eye starts its turn within 30 feet of the Gouth can force it to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw if the Gouth isn't incapacitated and can see the creature. They fail if the save is stunned. If the creature that fails the save is stunned until the start of its next turn. So they are both incapacitated.
Gotcha. Alright, well, that kind of ruins my plan. Because I was just going to have my brown bear grab Safina and Gramble and drag them into the hall.
So, you can take an action, but they unfortunately cannot. And your goat can take an action because it was outside of 30 feet.
Right. I'm gonna say... Yeah, I'm gonna move... Yeah, I'm gonna move, how far back is 30 feet here? I'm just gonna keep that distance in mind. Yeah, I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna move back here, just to keep that distance. Okay. And I'm going to knock an arrow on the spectator, and actually first I'm gonna tell my goat to ram it. I know I probably can't knock it prone, but damage is damage. What's up?
I'm going to let you do this because I should have said this before. They're hovering 10 feet off the ground.
Gotcha.
But because I did not say that, I'll go ahead and let your goat get an attack on the spectator.
Okay.
Just have the goat climb the wall and jump off.
Yeah, they can do that. If it's got an angle that's not 90 degrees.
And it's only 10 feet. So they got a pretty good jump. So I'll let him say he runs and jumps up into the air and rams this thing. I mean,
okay,
you can even say he jumped on the giant goat and vaulted off him.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 13 to hit.
That will unfortunately miss. It is very, very close, but that will miss.
Okay. And then, yeah, I'm gonna just knock an arrow against the spectator.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 13. Also gonna miss, because that was the same result.
Yep, that will miss. Alright, so,
Alright.
with that, the Gouth is up, and it is going to do 3 eye stalks, 3 eye rays. And because the goat came out of nowhere and tried to attack, it's gonna choose all 3 animals. So for the goat, gets that one. The brown bear gets that one, and the giant goat gets that one. Okay, so the goat. I need a strength saving throw for the goat, a con for the brown bear, and
hold
a
on, let's do
dexterity
one at
for
a
the
time here. Yeah.
okay.
For the
Strength
goat,
for the goat.
The normal goat gets a +1.
Yep.
Nat 20. So for a 21.
All right, so it clears its strength saving throw, will not be pushed away. So nothing happens to the goat. For the brown bear, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, gets a +3. Also a nat 20 for a 23.
All right, so let's see here.
This is awesome. I told you guys I'd roll nat 20s. It's just not on Corvo's end.
It takes half damage, so it takes 9 necrotic damage. That was an innervation ray.
Ooh, that's the bad one.
Yep, so that takes 9 necrotic damage. And then I need the dexterity saving throw for the giant goat.
$16.
That will clear it, so it takes no damage from the fire ray. It misses. It was going to be 28 fire damage. Alright, so, that is the Gauss churn. And now it is, we're back to the top of the order, Scrap.
Alright, Scrap is going to be able to see the spectator.
Yep.
And for bonus action is going to do the steady aim to give himself advantage.
The goat's already by it too, he said, so. If
Right,
you got
but
something else for the bonus action.
That's
Oh yeah, you already get advantage because the goat's next to it.
Alright, so I'll get sneak attack either way then. I don't really have much for the bonus action other than 2-weapon fighting.
You could huck a dagger.
Yeah, but I want to keep my daggers without having to run in there. So I'm going to do the short bow, so I'll roll with advantage on that. It's 19 and a 25, which I'm going to assume hits.
Definitely hits.
Alright, so that is 7 points of piercing plus 7 more points. So 14 points of damage. And
Got it.
bonus
It
action.
is looking very bloodied.
Let's see. That's tempting. I'm gonna leave it at that. Very bloodied.
Okay.
Just about got me to hawk a dagger at it.
Next up is Dine.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna peek around. Well, actually, I've got line of sight on the spectator. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
And you get advantage because the goat's right there.
Nice. All right, we are definitely going back with that short bow again.
Do it.
Would
Oh.
I don't know if it'd be advantage, wouldn't it just be sneak attack? Because there's a difference.
Oh yeah, you get sneak attack. Sorry,
Yeah. Okay.
because it's
Not
focused on the goat, so you get sneak attack.
No.
Either one of
unfortunately, that
mine
will
would have
not
hit
hit.
anyway.
Yeah.
And trying to hide again.
Well, that
okay.
won't work.
Yeah, definitely hiding.
Yeah, I'm really
Next
good at that.
up is Spectator, and this goat is annoying him, so it's going to take 2 eye stalks and try to hit the goat. It doesn't see that they're incapacitated. It doesn't know that they are, so it's going to take stalks at the goat and the brown bear. So the goat will get that one, and the bear will get that one. All right, so Constitution saving throws. Well, no, let's start. Constitution saving throw for the goat first.
Okay, we'll do that one first. That's just a straight roll. That's a 3.
The goat is paralyzed.
Oh boy.
That was the paralyzing ray. And
that
for
fainting
I
goat.
need a wisdom saving throw for the brown bear.
Okay. Does the incapacitated thing affect that at all?
I mean, it can still roll saving throws. It just like
Oh, okay.
wisdom saving
Just making
throw.
sure.
It can't move.
+1 to wisdom. That's a 12.
That is still not enough. And so now the brown bear is incapacitated and it's afraid of the spectator.
Okay.
So it has to use all of its non-existent movement to run away.
Exactly. Next up is... So that was the spectator. Next up is Gramble. You are still afraid of the spectator. Gramble, can you hear me? Oh, you failed your wisdom saving throw again.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
So you're still afraid.
I will do the same thing as last time, and I'm still afraid.
Yep. Still
Okay.
saving his wisdom saving throws, so remember to unmute his mic.
Safina.
Have you seen my wisdom? Clearly, I can't remember things like unmuting mics.
Safina, that 25 will hit her. Who are you shooting at? The spectator?
Tater, yeah.
Okay.
And 9 damage.
Oof. Oofda. You gonna do anything for bonus action?
Have 2 weapon fighting, but they're up off the ground, so I can't reach them. Can I use my
And-
short one?
I mean... I know
Technically,
we've talked
2
about it
weapon
before,
fighting
but technically...
requires
Yeah, because
single-handed
the
weapons.
bow requires both hands.
I could throw
The
one of my
bow requires
attacks.
both hands. Yeah, but still, the bow requires both hands, so you wouldn't have a free hand available to do
Sure.
anything.
Sure.
Because both hands are required for the bow.
Yeah. Okay.
So, unless you have another bonus action, then next up is Corvo.
Nope.
So,
Do my animals roll
Animals,
anything to get
let's
out of all
see here.
this?
Yeah, I was just looking that up. So, they would roll a...
Is it at the start, the end of their turns? What's going on?
Hold on a second. I'm reading here. Can't see the... Unless surprise features. Oh, it's done until the start. So at the start of its turn, it's no longer stunned. This one is still afraid. And it says that unless surprised, a creature can avert its eyes at the start of its turn to avoid the saving. So
Gotcha.
they can avert their eyes at the start of their turn to avoid the saving throw.
All right. So, who's active here? My goat is? My giant one?
Your giant
who
goat
else?
is active. The goat is
That's-
paralyzed, and the brown bear is active, but it can't move towards the spectator.
Okay.
Just keep in mind, if the giant goat starts moving towards either the spectator or goat, he would have to have his eyes open, and he would see the goth. So then he would have to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have... Can my giant goat drag the giant... Wait, the giant bear is he paralyzed?
He's afraid.
He's only
So
afraid.
he can
He's
move
no
down
longer...
the hall. Yeah, he can move down the hallway
Gotcha.
on his own.
Okay. All right. And now are both aberrations 10 feet in the air now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's not a whole lot that they can do.
So you're gonna move them down the hallway? Like facing
Yeah, I'm
away
gonna
from the
move
gout?
them. I'm gonna move them beyond the door and outside of the Gouth's range as much as I can.
So their range, basically is just barely on the other side of the door, so it's gonna be right around this area.
Sorry, I like them guarding me physically, and I can still see past my brown bear, so I'm gonna take another shot at the spectator. Does the paralyzed goat
Do
give
it.
me sneak attack or not? No, you said they're 10 feet up in the air now, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just it'd be a straight roll for the short bow. That's going to be an 18.
That will definitely hit.
All right, and without the sneak attack damage, it'll be 6 piercing.
Let's see here. So the goat may be paralyzed, but it's still there. So it's still an ally within range. Still get the.
Oh, I still get the sneak attack? Okay.
Yeah, because the ally is still in range.
If you say so. Well, I gotta re-roll the sneak attack then. So it was 6 for the original piercing, because the log...
Yep.
Yeah, 6 for the normal damage, and then 12 sneak attack damage.
Alright, so you guys see him launch an arrow, and it just buries itself deep into the spectator's eye, and then it immediately falls to the ground dead.
One more, let's finish this up.
So,
Safina, Gramble, into the hole, please.
Next up is the Gouth, and the Gouth sees 3 tasty targets within range, so it's going to do 3 eye stalk attacks on the goat, Safina, and Gramble. So the goat gets this one. Okay. The goat, Safina gets this one. Okay. And Gramble gets this one. Okay. So, first of all, Gramble is no longer afraid because the thing that he was afraid of is dead. Second of all, the goat needs to make a strength saving throw. The goat is paralyzed, so the goat fails its strength saving throw, and it gets pushed 15 feet away. Let's see here. Yeah,
Fetch him, please.
Yeah, right there.
On your way out.
So the goat gets pushed here. It can't move. So that was the first one. Safina, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Finally, something I'm good at. 21.
Yeah, so you definitely pass. That was a very good roll because that would have hurt a lot. That was a fire ray. And Gramble, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Of all things.
Oh, babe.
10. Alright, so unfortunately, Gramble takes 20 points necrotic damage
And Gramble goes down.
as the Gouth
No.
blasts off a necrotic ray. So Gramble is now passed
Can
out
I-
on the ground.
Can I react?
On your that was not an attack. That was not a
I
attack
have it.
roll.
I know.
That required
I have-
required you to rely on your AC.
No, I know. I have cure wounds.
Okay.
But that's
Oh, okay. But unfortunately, that can't be a reaction.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. Next up is that was the Gouth back at the top of Scrap.
All right, Scrap is gonna pop down here, and is going to use that steady aim to get advantage.
Yep.
And short bow on the Gouth. With advantage. Is a 20.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay. So that is 10 plus 11. So 21 points of damage to the Gouth.
It is bloodied.
Alright, and that will be the end of my turn.
All right. So Dine, you're up.
Okay.
You do have a message when you have a sec?
Oh, I do?
I thought I.
Sorry,
Me or-
no, not
me
you,
or beer?
Roach.
Okay. We're gonna go for the short bow again, spectator.
Spectator's dead.
Where?
Oh, well then I need to do that for the Gauth.
Yeah, so you'll need to, yeah.
There we go. 6. And my sneak attack damage. Hell yeah.
Nice.
25 to hit and 20 damage to the Gauth.
Very nice.
20 damage to the Gauth? Oh, yeah. It is not looking good at all. Let's see here. Next up, it is
Hide again.
Bramble. I need you to give me a death saving throw.
And to unmute.
Yeah.
Alright. How do I roll it?
It's just a 20.
Yeah, straight d20.
Well, but is there a way to just roll that, or do I have to just do
Yeah,
it?
on your character sheet.
Oh, there it is.
There's
In the center.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that well.
Yeah. So you have your first failure, unfortunately.
Copy that.
Let's see here. All right. Next up is Safina.
Safina sees Gramble fall and screams out in agony and runs up to him and shoves her greater healing potion down his throat.
So roll me 4d4 plus 4. Which is 44. And then we can add 4 to that.
44 is more than enough.
All right, so 6 plus 4 is 10. So Gramble, you recover 10 hit points.
Then
That was
can I
44?
cast? Yeah.
Yeah,
it
she
was
rolled
One, one,
really
two,
bad.
one, two.
ones.
Ow.
Then can I cast Cure Wounds on him?
You only have one
Sure.
spell, I think, but
Well, you'll say because the potion was a healing, was a bonus action. So we'll say you can
that's
your primary. So in total you recover 16 hit points.
yay!
You see
And-
tears covering her face.
So you are no longer incapacitated. And next up is Corvo. Okay, so Corvo, first of all, your goat needs to make a strength. No, wait a minute. No, yeah, the goat needs to make a strength saving throw to see if it can become
Natural
Oh, no, it
20
just
for a
ends at
21.
I was gonna say that was a waste of a 20 because it ends at the start of the Gauth's turn, and this is no longer afraid because that lasts until the start of the turn.
You just guys, my bear got dusted.
Okay, thank you. Let's see here. I want to verify something. So
My bear took on
the fear
an attribute of the
fear
face spiders
thing
for a
does
moment.
not exist anymore because it's no longer spectator. Because the spectator, it was afraid of the spectator, and the spectator's no longer
Right.
alive.
Right.
So that has nothing on it. So yeah, you're good to go.
Nothing happens to my normal goat
One
because
thing,
the Gauth is still alive.
the Gauth is 30 feet away. Oh, I should have had Safina do something. But
I should have shut my mouth.
Whatever. The goat
No,
is
keep it
30
going.
feet away, so it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a straight roll.
What about Safina?
Well, that was supposed to happen at the beginning of her turn.
That's a 7.
All right, so the goat is incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
Okay, so it is your turn, Corvo.
I'm gonna just measure something here because I got line of sight to the Gauth.
Yep.
All right, yeah, no, my two bigger animal boys here are just gonna hold their actions in on the off chance something comes up because they can't reach it up there, and I'm just gonna take another arrow shot at it.
Okay.
No sneak attack for this one, and sadly,
Take it out, Corvo.
that's gonna be a 17.
That'll definitely hit.
That's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Oof. This thing's not looking well. It's kind of tilted to the side. It's still hovering, but it's tilted to the side. Its eyes are kind of listless looking down. It's not doing well.
Okay, I'm going to take a page out of Dirge's book. I'm going to break line of sight and then use my bonus action to hide.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, it's the Gauss turn. And there are only 3
It's
things.
going to be a 21.
Yeah, you hide. There are only 3 things that it sees within 90 feet.
It could move.
But it doesn't have to. It sees 3 things right here. In this room. So, Goat gets that one. Safina gets that one. And Gramble gets that one. So, the goat, I need a, the goat needs to make a Constitution saving throw. But it is no incapacity. I don't think affects saving throws. Let me look. Incapacitated. I can't say that word. It can't take actions or reactions. It can still do a saving throw. So I need a Constitution saving throw for the goat.
That's a 9.
Okay, so unfortunately the goat will take that's 10, 19 points of necrotic damage.
That goat poofs. I hope you're all appreciative to the tank of this group. Because he just took a hit from one of you. The goat is gone. The goat had 4 hit points.
Safina, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
You're welcome.
Oh!
1. Oh, almost.
Safina,
Stop it!
you hear you feel a vibration in your dagger of venom, and as you look at it, you realize it's just a regular dagger now. It is no longer magical.
No!
It loses all magical power.
But you
all
could
magical
swear it's still
properties.
magical.
That joke is still gonna come back up. And Gramble, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Gramble, you are going to take 20 points of fire damage. As
Oh
it
my
hits you with a fire ray.
god.
But he's a tiefling, right? Isn't he resistant?
Oh, are you resistant to
He
fire
is a
damage?
tiefling. He is a tiefling.
He is a tiefling, which means he should be resistant to fire damage, so it'll be halved.
Good.
He's still alive.
Are you?
He's still muted, too, because he still hasn't figured out that button.
You know what? You're right. What's your point? Okay.
So, do
So-
you have resistance to fire damage?
I do have resistance to fire damage.
All right, so you take half damage. You take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay, I'm still up then.
Yay! All right, so that is the Gauss turn. Next up is Scrap.
Scrap is going to, once again, steady aim and short bow.
Do it.
So that's a 23 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
And that is 6 points of piercing
Hey,
damage.
Beard.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to see that beam go flying over, hear the screams from the corner, kind of chuckle to myself, let loose an arrow, and hit it straight in the center of the eye.
All right. So everything is dead, and now you guys.
You're not going to throw a third wave at us here, are we? I
Oh,
need proper
initiative-
confirmation here.
Initiative is over. You are out of initiative order.
Gosh, I was
Um,
worried.
It sounds
Animals
like
are so
whoever's
beat
left,
up.
that you all need to. You all have some things you need to work out.
Yeah, Scrap's gonna walk in, look down at him, and say, "Well, I guess we know who is actually useful to this group.
Right.
What were you doing this whole fight?
Who's he talking to?
Looking down at Gramble and Safina. Safina did a little bit, but not much in his eyes. Other than being bait, what were you doing?
Was taking the hits for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, my goat was doing that.
Taking the hits is important, but you need to be able to dish them back out. Obviously, you were too preoccupied with something. What were you doing in here?
Pay no mind.
Literally being bait. I was here the whole time.
So, Corvo's gonna come in and he's gonna bring his animals in to kind of just... I don't know if my animals could, like, take a look around with their senses or anything. Is there anything else in this room?
You can have them do perception checks, but they won't see anything.
So that was a
Okay, 'cause
natural 20.
You said before that the manhole cover was like acid or something at the bottom, right?
About 6 feet below the manhole cover. And below the manhole cover, there's a drain. Underneath that, it looks like a pool of dark green liquid.
Okay.
There's Gramble, I need you to roll me a deception check.
There's nothing else in here, like any other secret doors or anything, right?
Not that you can see. Scrap, you can tell that he's lying teeth.
Lying about what did I say? That I'm confused. Mostly because I haven't lied about anything yet, because I basically haven't said anything.
You said you weren't doing anything, and you were.
No, I said I was taking the hits. That's not a lie.
Not a lie.
It's not the full truth either, and you know that.
And that was a natural 20 on insight.
Yeah. He knows that you weren't being completely truthful with him.
Okay.
So I'm going to scoot up closer and say, what exactly were you doing through that whole fight?
Alright, out of curiosity, did I find anything interesting, Angry Roach?
To you, it looked like gibberish. None of the figures made sense. It looked like it was meant to look important, but that it was all fake.
Okay. Interesting.
Corvo's just over by the hallway with his brown
So it's
bear,
not
'cause
like
he's
clearly a code or
otherwise
anything like
torn
that.
up.
It's like literally fake.
No, it basically looks like someone tried to make it look like something else. Like it was meant to almost appear like a ledger, but it was fake. It's all fake numbers that don't add up to anything. It just looks like random gibberish.
Would I not have noticed that earlier on and then joined the
On
fight?
the outset, like at the beginning, it looks real until you start what you did, the rounds that you took of trying to memorize everything. The more you read into it, the more you realize it was just a load of crap.
Got it.
Because you didn't just take a cursory glance. You spent several rounds pouring into it. And the more you read, the more you realized that it was just a load of...
Alright. I guess in that case, my response is going to be, we were helping to safeguard the emerald skull that Safina has in her bag.
Yeah,
Thought that was important to you.
With that 20, I don't know that I'm going to buy it. I'll side-eye him.
Or said something new. I don't get to roll again?
So, as you guys are talking back and forth, you hear this laughter. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Scrap.
Oh, I was going to turn around and congratulate Corvo on a job well done. It seems I've misjudged you.
Is that Scrap talking to me, or
Yes,
who?
that's Scrap.
Okay, you'll see Corvo over there. Just his brown bear's looking pretty roughed up, He's looking about as sturdy as the goat was at full, and he's just kind of like, "Oh, my poor boys."
All right.
Oh, you're such brave boys, and he'll look over there and be like, "Oh yes, of course." Thank you. Did anyone else hear that laughter though? And he'll kind of like indicate for everybody to like. He'll put like the finger to his lips and be like, "Shut up for a sec," and be like, "I think it might be best."
You guys hear this laughter echo through the room.
Step away for a moment, and specifically, he'll. It looks like Scrap, Safina, and Gramble still have stuff to like sort out, so he's kind of just letting them have their space at the moment.
Well, before anyone can move, you one second, sorry. Before you guys can move,
anything, we can't hear you.
You all right. Hold on a second. We got multiple things happening at once.
Does it feel like something's gonna attack us again?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
So you thought you heard some laughter, but it kind of died off for a second, and then suddenly.
Oh!
That's a natural 20.
Yeah,
I'm going to use luck and make her re-roll that.
What? You can use luck on somebody else?
Yes, I can.
That's not how that works, I don't think.
It says
the lucky feat?
You have 3 points to use. You can spend 1 to roll an additional d20, and you choose...
No.
Let's see. Whenever you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, or when an attack roll is made against you.
You can also spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you.
Yeah.
Oh. That's why I banned the lucky feat in my games.
You roll a d20, Beard.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit, Beard?
17 just hits.
Okay. Here's the other question. Oh, you were facing them, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you would have seen her do that. Okay, so...
or were you addressing Corvo and congratulating him?
Oh!
Because I thought that was the last thing that happened.
Oh, I'm not taking my eyes off you. I don't trust you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, 11... let's see here. So roll damage, Safina. By the way, Safina... Yeah, because you're the one who stabbed him.
I thought he stopped me.
No, what he did was he changed your attack roll. Yeah. He changed your attack roll from a d20 to 11, but the +6 still hits.
Okay. So 4 points of damage.
Can I use my
hold on a second.
attack with that?
Hold on a second. Which dagger did you use? Because I'm going to back up a second. No, it does.
It does.
It does. Because that deactivation of the magic item was temporary.
Okay.
So once the Gouth was dead, then that thing reactivated.
Then I'm re-rolling my damage on that.
Yeah.
And then he has to do...
So what's the total damage on that?
Hold on.
You
have to do a DC Constitution saving roll.
DC what?
15.
Yeah, it didn't make it.
So roll the additional 2d10.
You take 16 damage.
Plus 8 will be 24.
24 damage.
16 of it poison, and 8 of it piercing.
Okay.
So then, go ahead and roll yours, Corvo.
Can I raise... Yeah, so seeing Corvo kind of see this going on and be like, oh, finally, something happens. Like, I've been waiting all day. And the first thing his goat is going to do is charge Dirge and attempt to ram him to the ground.
Okay. And this will be a surprise because Dirge has been watching Scrap.
So at advantage?
I'm sorry?
Alert.
Oh, Dirge cannot be surprised.
I cannot be surprised,
Nice.
And it gives me +5 to initiative.
Cannot be
And-
surprised. So he doesn't get sneak attack, but it does still. What's the attack on that? On that goat attack?
One sec here. Oh, okay. Never mind. So yeah, no, it's a normal roll, is what you're saying?
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
the goat
It's a
attack
plus
is.
5.
Yep. So
That's going to be an 18.
18.
Yep. That's going, and because he did the charge, that's going to be a total of 4d4 plus 3 damage.
Okay, so
Which is going to be 11 damage, and he needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
as soon as that happens, everyone will.
No, I was going to take my full surprise round here, but okay.
Well, he technically should not get a surprise round
Oh, but
because he has the alert feat. So I gave you the goat, but everything else has to wait
Okay.
because he does. With the alert feat, he shouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah. Nope. I can't be surprised.
But I gave you the goat, but I can't give you all of it.
All right.
Also
Okay.
using.
Well, then if I had
that
known
happens-
that, I would have changed up who attacked, but okay.
All right.
As that happens, I'm using my reaction, Uncanny Dodge, to take half damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's all kicking off.
Oh yeah. Corvo was 11.
Did he make a strength saving throw?
I just made it and rolled a nat 1. So. Oh wait,
Ooh,
no.
so
Yeah,
you're-
7. Excuse me, 7. It's an 8 total.
So you're still prone.
Yeah, I'm still prone though. Damn.
All right. So after initiative kicks off, we're starting with Scrap.
All right. Scrap's going to kick this off right. So, first thing he's going to do is he's going to use his bonus action to do Second Wind. So that's 1d10
No.
plus 2.
He heal back up. Got it.
So that's 12 points of healing. That put in.
Fighter subclass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Double my current hit points.
first thing he's going to do here is he's going to look at Gramble and is going to say, I think if you want to have any chance of getting in here, you should probably help me out. And he's going to cast Charm Person, which is a Wisdom 13 save.
Do you
Gramble,
mean
I
getting
need you to
out
make
of
a
here?
Wisdom saving throw.
Babe, do you love me? Hmm.
We'll see if his love can trump his. Oh no! Yeah, you're charmed, buddy. Charmed 6 ways from Sunday.
All right, and then for my last part, I'm going to use my action surge, and I'm going to use my racial ability to cast darkness around the group here. So if I can get,
Let's see here. That's gonna be how big is darkness?
darkness is a 15-foot radius sphere.
Okay, so let's see here. 15-foot radius. 14, 15 sphere. So it basically covers everyone except. Or where do you want it?
I want it to cover everyone but Corvo. I
Everyone
trust
but
them.
Corvo?
Yes, I trust Corvo.
Got it.
And then I'm going to use my motion to head out the hallway.
All right.
So I'm going to get out to there. And the rest of them can do what they want.
All right. Next up in the initiative is Fina.
Wait.
And you're currently in darkness. By the way, what is the last? Let's see here. Okay, so
I'm so confused.
the last thing that you know, Gramble, you now regard Safina as an enemy.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Safina, but you are currently Safina. You cannot currently see anything because he casts darkness. You can feel the wall to try to get out, but that all you can know is that it is dark where you are.
And yeah, I know what she would do. Can I fail to find Bramble?
Yeah, because he's right next to you, so you can feel along the wall until you find Gramble.
And I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
And he gets 8 more health, and
Yeah.
I will distinguish to the dark.
So where are you gonna move somewhere?
Yeah, I moved on to the edge of the darkness.
Oh, okay, I see it now. So you try to move away, but let's see here. Are you going your full movement? Because that's only 20 feet.
Yeah, back up
Okay.
some more.
On my way past, can I signal for Corvo to follow me?
Yeah, sure. We'll say that you signal for Corvo, but
We'll
I
see
don't
what
know
he
if that's
does.
gonna work. Yeah. Next up is Gramble.
All right.
You know
So
here's what you know. Here's what you know. Scrap is your friend. You'll do anything to help him.
yes.
Somehow you got healed, and you don't know by how because it's dark, and you're in darkness right now.
Yes.
And Safina is an enemy.
Yes. Is it just Safina that I think of as an enemy?
Right now, yes, because
Okay.
that's the only person that Scrap considered an enemy of the people that are in this room.
Okay. Can I tell where the edge of the darkness is?
Nope. All you can do is feel along the wall and keep going until you're out of it.
Okay, well, I would be trying to find Safina. Can I use a luck roll of some sort? I mean, not like using luck, but
I
like,
mean, you'd have to
just,
get out of the
can I
dark.
roll a dice to see whether
No.
or not I've, like,
Because you can't
move
see
in
anything.
what direction?
No.
I mean, I'm not trying
He means can he roll a d4 to figure out if he goes north, south, east, or west?
Well, what you
Because
can know
basically what
is
I would
that
do is I would
the
probably follow the
person-
wall into the room to try to find somebody, but I don't want to do that necessarily, and I'm blinded, so like I don't know.
I mean, you can roll a d4 to choose a direction, but I can't get. I don't know. I can't give. Other than that, I can't. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically what he's trying to do is not metagame. He's trying to say, can I just use a dice to decide which direction I go in?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
absolutely.
basically if it was just me, I would just be like, oh, I'll move over here because I can't see anything and I'm lost. But I mean, I might move this way, see her, and attack. So
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I guess I will. I'll roll a d4.
If we're going not going metagaming, if I was in your position, I would know that I felt someone touch me and heal me from
Well, she
this
was to my
direction.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
And so
right there.
I would move if it were me. I would move that direction until I got out of the darkness, because I would move towards the healing, towards the good feeling part thing.
Okay, so I guess technically I
actually-
could make it all the way to there, unfortunately.
Well, remember, this is not a wall. So if you're following the wall, you'd go around the corner. Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh,
around
I'd go
the
like
corner
over
there.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
And
I would
you
see that.
Yeah.
But
You would
I
see them.
definitely like Scrap. Do I have feelings towards Corvo?
Not you. As far as you know, the only person you have negative feelings for right now is Safina.
Well, yeah, okay. I don't like her.
So is that
So
your
I
only
guess I
action,
like-
or
I have done
Can I
nothing
yell?
but this whole day.
To be honest, I probably would have made it to here, seen that I can't find them, and then like wandered just this way.
but that would have been
For the rest of my
extent your
distance.
movement, so you'd be stuck back in the middle of
Before
darkness.
you even decide what you're gonna do, I'm gonna yell so you hear a direction.
Is that a good idea?
It's what
Not
Athena
really,
would do.
I'm good with it.
No, it's what Sophia.
Okay, so if you're gonna follow her voice, then you would go move this direction and stop right about there, because that's the end.
Alright.
And Dying, you're up.
Now, Charm Person, is there anything that breaks that? Do I get rolls or saves against that after the fact? Or?
According to the spell, until the spell ends or you or your companions do anything harmful to it, and the spell lasts for 1 hour. So you cannot roll any more wisdom saving throws. You are Scrap's friend for an hour.
Until you or your companions do something harmful to what?
To you.
Basically, until I hurt you.
Yeah,
Yep.
until Scrap hurts you, then you are charmed by him for an hour.
Great. Okay.
Or any of Scrap's companions. So if Dorge hurts you, if Corvo hurts you, then you are no longer charmed. But outside of that, you're charmed for an hour. Which is like...
So if...
300
Okay,
rounds.
so technically Corvo and Scrap appear to be together, so his beasts would be part of that?
Only thing he knows is that Safina is the enemy. That's it.
You know
Okay.
nothing about our past anymore.
Okay.
Dying, you're up.
All right. Disengage.
No, you're in magical darkness, so you wouldn't have to disengage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even if you move away, the goat can't see you.
Okay. Well then, yeah. I know where the door is.
He'd still be prone. It's half his movement to get up.
Correct. You remember, you're still prone, so you have to use half your movement to get up before you can move.
Okay. I'll use 20 feet to get up. And then I dash. Which is 40 feet.
Yep, for your bonus move, for your bonus action, and then you have your action left.
Choo, choo. So, and I look at Scrap. So, do we just leave him here?
Honestly, if they're gonna attack me, let them rot.
Wait, what? Now I'm very confused.
And that's it. That's...
Why are you confused?
Because Corvo attacked Dirge, but is with you.
Yep.
I didn't see that Scrap motioned to Corvo, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm full. As soon as the darkness went up, it's 6 seconds, right? Within those total 6 seconds, all of this has happened.
Got it.
As
Okay.
soon as the black went up, boop, I bolted for the door.
Got it.
So I'm basically right behind him. Didn't see the motion.
All right, Corvo.
So hold on. Does Dirge know that I intentionally attacked him?
I think from what I understand, yes, he knows, but he doesn't care right now. He's just trying to follow Scrap out.
I know you.
He's just trying to get out.
You used your goat to attack.
Gotcha.
I don't know that
Okay.
Scrap pulled you or said, "Hey, come with us."
Gotcha.
But I know that I'm also faster than everybody here, so I can get away from all of you.
Yep.
All right, and now Corvo, you're up.
All right. Corvo's just. I'm sorry, guys. I keep looking at the clock here. I've got about 15 minutes before my other game,
Sorry.
or
I'm so
my
sorry.
game, I suppose. No, it's fine. So I've been. I'll admit I'm a little salty here. I haven't been able to use my assassination skills at all, and his feet kind of ruined all that. So Corvo's just gonna kind of shake his head and just go, "Well, this ends today, one way or another. Thanks." And he'll look over at Scrap and just kind of give him that like tilt up of the chin and just look at him and say, "Stay out of this," and he'll whistle for both of his animals. The giant goat is definitely going to charge towards Dirge first and make another charging attack.
That'll definitely hit. Well, I think 17 plus whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be 44 plus 3, and another strength saving throw to be knocked prone. That's going to be 18 bludgeoning damage.
Right. The uncanny dodge knocks that in half.
And that's only one per turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, reaction is once per turn, right?
Cool.
How much is 15?
Well, hold on a second, Corvo.
7?
He still needs to do a strength saving throw
There we
because
go,
that will affect
and-
everything else.
Yeah, let's... Yep.
There we go. Sorry, slow on the rolls today.
That's
Okay.
a failure.
Damn it.
So now everything else gets advantage.
Back on
The bear is next. He gets 2 attacks. They're plus 6 to hit at advantage. So I am going to, just for the sake of simplicity, just roll my dagger at advantage, and then we'll subtract 1. Just because otherwise I have to roll 2d20s.
Yeah. I
the
see what you're
numbers
saying.
are the same, right?
Yeah. So that's going to be a 24 to hit for the bite. That's going to be a d8 plus 4. That's going to be 5 piercing damage, and then the next attack for the claws. With a nat 20, making it a 26.
Oh!
That's going to make it 4d6 plus 4 for the claws. Plus 8 for the claws.
Gosh!
Dine is down. Dirge is.
So that's going to be 21 damage.
Okay, so he's down. So we'll put the gray around him.
Good, because it's Corvo's turn now. And he's going to bring out his short sword. His boots with the little wings on them are going to carry him into the air as he flies through it and over. And he's going to be like, I know you can't hear these words, but I do hope you remember me. Because I want you to know what goes around comes around, you piece of shit. And he's going to drive the rapier at advantage into his unconscious body.
And I believe
That's going to be 17 to hit.
Yeah, as long as it hits,
yeah.
it's immediately 2 failed death saves.
Right. It's a
Okay.
two failed death saves. You have 1 left.
Yep.
Yeah, bonus action, two-handed fighting. Dagger.
Yeah, it's done.
Holy crap.
That's a 26 to hit, and I slit his throat with a flick of my left hand. Scrap.
All right.
I don't know why you held me in such favor, or wanted to spare me from those other 2 idiots, but I suggest you walk away, and I'm going to turn to my brown bear and say, like, you've taken some hits, buddy. And he's going to point down at Dirge. Eat. And, if Scrap will... If Scrap will let me, I'm gonna... I mean, are we still in initiative order? Because that's everything on my turn.
Yeah, we
still
are,
in
because they've still
initiative,
got 2 combating over on the other side.
That was Corvo. Back up at the top to Scrap. What are you doing?
Alright,
Dirge, I do not like you.
Scrap is going to look at Corvo and say, that was an old friend of mine. I'm going to give you 1 chance to explain. And go ahead and respond to that.
Do we have time? Do we have the time for a full conversation,
Yeah,
or what's going on?
We'll fudge it a little bit here. That's fine. Go ahead and respond to him.
Well, and I'll flick both my rapier and my dagger around in my hands in the little show, as both my bear growls and my goat meh at you. Yeah, threateningly, he bleats. Well, you know our line of work, and you'll notice that Corvo is noticeably younger than Dirge. You know our line of work. We walk in to a place with a lot of people, and we clear out the house. Just as I've killed someone precious to you, Dirge did the same to me. Several someones, in fact. He didn't know. It wasn't personal, but it was on my end. I harbor nothing towards you. But I know that the bear has room for seconds.
So, in response to Corvo, I'm going to say, our line of works are not the same.
Okay.
I have
Good. I'm
a
glad you
family.
understand.
I have an adopted family. If he hurts your family, and he's part of this organization, which I promise you don't want to be part of.
I don't know
deserved
what
it.
he was drinking that day. It was my family, my friends, my cat. So yes, I suggest we don't make your family or children orphans today.
So,
Just remember, Scrap, the hands of fate are fickle, but they can snap your neck on a whim. And I'm gonna start walking down that hall.
Scrap
if he'll let me.
Scrap is going to...
Well, it's technically not your turn yet. We're
Right.
still on
Right, of
Scrap's
course,
turn.
of course.
So-
I've knows nothing against Scrap, and I don't even know why he was nice to me. I've never... Do I know this guy?
Nope.
No, Scrap was
You met him
impressed with
today.
what you did, how you handled yourself, and the fact that you didn't try to betray him, and instead try to protect in the way that a family would. Scrap is going to take the rest
Oh,
of
this
his
was just
movement-
full-on vengeance.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, go do your thing.
So Scrap is going to make his way down to where the trap was.
Yep.
He's going to put his... He's going to hold a stone over the pressure plate, and it's going to
Yep.
signal for Corvin to come through, and he's going to hold his action until Corvin is clear of the trap, and is going to drop the stone.
All right. So, Corbin and the animals move past the trap.
If I could do one thing, if this is what we're doing, I was originally planning to just the button that's over here. I was planning to press that or have one of my animals do it.
It won't matter.
I don't know if that can happen again, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
It does. It won't matter.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. If he's gonna let me go, I'll definitely. I don't care about the other two.
All right. So as he
My work is done. Dirge is gonna rot down here.
as you pass, he's going to drop the stone, and then let's see here. Let's do not that one. Let's do the line. And so as Scrap triggers the trap, you see the spigots along the ceiling just open up and just start pouring acid down into the hallway, covering it completely from side to side all the way down the hall. So you guys are on the other side. That was Scrap's turn. Safina, you're up.
I am going to hold my action
Okay.
until Granbull attack.
All right, Gramble, you're up.
Well, I heard her voice, so I'm going to come this way,
Yep.
and I'm gonna use my dagger on her
Okay.
for a 17.
That'll does that hit, Safina?
It does.
All right.
And she just looks at him and tears are streaming down her face.
8 points of damage.
Since he attacked me, I will use my action and cast Cure Wounds on him.
My gosh.
He heals for 5 more.
Oh my
Wait, Cure Wounds
gosh.
is a reaction on yours?
I held my action
Oh.
Yeah, she held her action.
Oh.
until he attacked me, and I healed
Dang.
him.
Okay.
Gramble, you're gonna use your bonus action to attack again. Does a 10
I did, but
hit?
it failed.
Okay, so Safina, that's your turn.
She holds her action.
She holds her. Come on.
No, this is how it's going down.
Wow.
No, it's how it's going down.
All right, Scrap. Well, actually, before Sophia's turn, Scrap.
There's nothing she can do.
Scrap, you're up. Are you just gonna leave?
I'm
sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but I do need to leave for my own game here.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
Scrap and Corvo leave together.
Yeah.
So long as Scrap doesn't pull anything, I will either like desummon my animals and just disappear. Like my business was entirely a revenge mission. I'm done. I'm still gonna make use of my assassin training and everything, just not with this organization I clearly betrayed. I'm off to find work somewhere else and figure out what my life is now that I've gotten my vengeance.
Well
All right,
played,
so-
sir. Well played.
Scrap and Corvo are out.
Thank you guys so much for the fun game. I will see you guys all later.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
Hear what happened with the rest of this. I'm sorry,
No, it's okay.
Red Baron. I'm sorry for you to kind of leave and then come back for me because I'm just like, oh no, whose throat am I going to slice out?
That was great. That was a good death. Is one of my favorite things about the game.
All right.
So Scrap and Corvo are out. Yeah, thank you very much, man.
Yep, I'll see you later.
Now that was Safina's turn. Gramble.
That was so cool.
Safina does look at him and say, I know you don't understand now, but I can't go back with him. And there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Okay, Gramble. You're still charmed.
Gonna do it again.
Oh my god, this is so terrible. 18.
It hit.
7 points of damage.
Keep going.
Use the other attack. 11. Does 11 hit?
Does not. But she holds her attack.
Oh my gosh. Keep going,
So
Gramble.
keep going. Just keep going until I'm dead. 24 hit.
How many hit points do you have left?
20.
20?
Do you have?
Okay,
I don't have 20 after 2 heals you gave me.
So, as you guys are going, you keep going. You hear the laughter come back that you had heard earlier. And
Then you hit me with 7, then you hit me with 7 again.
Hold on a second.
Okay,
So the
6,
darkness.
fine, I'm down to 1 hit point.
So stop right there. The darkness over you guys fades away, and up above the railing, you see Safina. You recognizes him immediately. Grimble, you do not know who this is, but Victor Blackhand, and he's standing there looking over the railing, and he just says, "Well, isn't this the saddest shit I've ever seen?" And then he pushes a button, and in the middle of the room,
I'm gonna cast
Acid.
Prestidigitation too.
acid starts filling up the middle of the room. You're going to cast Prestidigitation to...
Just the comforting showers of sparks that she likes to do when she's afraid or upset.
So, that's the end of that round. Gramble, are you going to do it again?
Yes, I have to.
Alright.
And that hits.
So, she had 1 hit point left. So, that's the end. And with your remaining actions, you just keep going until she is dead.
She whispers, I love you before she dies.
Oh, God! Oh. So, as Safina dies, Gramble, your mind suddenly having... I can't even do this. This
completed his task.
Having completed your task, your mind suddenly clears, and you open your eyes, and you have a short sword in one hand and a dagger in the other. They're both coated in blood, and you're kneeling in front of Safina, and you see her dead body in front of you, and the realization hits of what you did, and you see this pool of acid behind you. Gramble, his mind clears. He's kneeling before the body of the woman that he loved, and he's holding the instruments that killed her, and his mind is overtaken by extreme rage. and he gets up. He realizes that the acid is right behind him, and it's growing ever larger, and it touches his boots right as he stands up, but he manages to skirt it, so he only takes... I gotta get all my dice back out. This is all done.
You did keep up with how much I healed you, right?
He was back full. So you take 2 points of acid damage.
I'm still 4 down.
Okay, so you take 2 points of acid damage as it clips your boots, and you manage to, let's see, 40 plus a dash will put you here. This is full of acid the whole way. So you can't do a dash because you'll be taking damage the entire way.
Is there any
40 in?
I wouldn't want to take her. Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you want to try and take her, you can. It just halves your movement speed.
Well, no, well, yes, but more what I was wondering, because it's kind of raining down, and I'm assuming there's a drain. So I was wondering if, like, I could use something as an umbrella, but I wouldn't use her.
Oh, man.
And there's nobody else over here.
Her final gift to you.
Unless, is there a dead body still over here that I could, like, grab and use as a
dead
shield?
body is gone.
Let it be my final gift to you.
No, he wouldn't do that. Like, he just wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I'm just gonna dash for it. I guess I'll go...
Well, you can't dash through the acid, so you make it 40, you take 3 more points of acid damage.
Yeah, acid
Okay.
technically would
40.
make it...
Rough
Acid
terrain.
would technically make it rough terrain, so it would half his movement speed.
Oh,
Could he
so
take-
you get...
could he
Now,
take
if I'm
my-
trying to dash, but it halves my movement speed, would that...
No.
Then you would get your full movement speed at that
Right.
point for the dash action.
Like, that's what I'm wondering. Can I negate
You
it
would have to
getting the
dash to
full?
Get your full movement.
Okay,
in
so-
one round.
There will be that, so 3, so that's 40.
Okay, I'm down 3 more. Got it.
So then another one, you're down 2 more.
Oh, just 2 more. Okay, great.
Well, it's accumulative. You got 3 for this run and 2 for this run.
Okay.
And then for your final exit, you get 3 more acid damage.
3 more. Okay.
And as you turn the corner, you realize that he's gone.
Okay.
You see no sign of him at all. And by that time, this has filled the room completely. So you are left alone. And do you now leave this with a new taste of vengeance for Scrap?
Yes. How Corvo just dealt with his problem is nothing compared to how Gramble's going to deal with his.
All right, so Gramble exits the basement and the House of the Lions, leaving his love behind, burning in the acid, knowing that at some point he is going to find Scrap, and he is going to make him pay for taking his...
In the shadows where we met, under moonlit skies so blue, Safina, my heart's secret, my rose love fierce and true. We danced in the darkness, whisper stolen dreams. Now I'm left with echoes, tearing at the seams. Oh, Safina, my love, taken by the night. Gramble's heart burns with fire, vengeance in sight. Through the pain and sorrow, your memory stays bright. For your love, I'll fight till the end of my plight. Scrap took you from me, left my soul to bleed. But in every shadow, your spirit's what I need. I'll chase him through the darkness, with your name on my breath. Every step I take, bringing him closer to his death. Oh, Safina, my love, taken by the night. Gramble's heart burns with fire, vengeance in sight. Through the pain and sorrow, your memory stays bright. For your love, I'll fight till the end of my plight. Every star above, I see your shining face. In every whisper of the wind, I feel your sweet embrace. Our love is eternal, beyond its cruel game. I'll avenge your spirit and reclaim our name. Oh, Safina, my love, Taken by the night, Gramble's heart burns with fire. Vengeance in sight, through the pain and sorrow. Your memory stays bright. For your love, I'll fight to the end of my plight. Safina, wait for me in the realms beyond the sky. Gramble will find you where true love cannot die. With each step and every tear, I'm closer to your light. For your love, I'll fight through the eternal night. Oh, Safina, my love, hell's taken by the night. Gramble's heart burns with fire. Vengeance in sight, through the pain and sorrow. Your memory stays bright. For your love, I'll fight to the end of my plight.